Another system, another planet, another battle. Same old crap, different day. This one was Abakan Theta, a volcanic moon home to the subsector's largest promethium refinery. The temperature was unbearable. The air was choked with soot, and the only rainfall came in the form of a viscous sludge blackened by ash. That's what the briefing said, anyway. Experience had taught the colonel that in actual fact, it was probably much worse down there. Aboard the bulk transporter, the Argent Spear, Colonel Van Graff and his acting second-in-command, Captain Benjamin Perkins, were inspecting the troops. They were due to disembark in a few hours, and they had 6 companies ready in full kit for inspection. He walked up and down the massive parade deck, nodding his respect to the familiar faces, which, he noticed, were becoming less frequent these days. The Cadian 404th was starting to become an honorific title. There were, as the years went by, fewer and fewer actual Cadians in the outfit, and as the wars came and went, the 404th had begun to take on an unusual and distinctive character all of its own. In the ranks, he spied amongst the standard Cadian flak armour strange and foreign details. A few Steel Legion greatcoats, Drukian berets, Rangunian turbans. There was even a trooper carrying a strange-looking device that he was informed was a musical instrument known as the bagpipes. There was nothing musical about the sound it made, but if it helped morale, or at least hindered the enemies, he decided he would allow it. As they walked, he chatted nonchalantly with Perkins as usual. The captain was still acting second-in-command of the regiment, as no particularly excellent candidate had yet stepped forth. It was a strange arrangement, as Perkins was his senior, the oldest officer in the regiment, but the barrel-chested captain had no real interest in promotion. He wasn't keen on the responsibility. Out of the blue, Van Graff posed a question. "Perkins, who's the best officer you ever served under? Or the worst, for that matter?" If the captain was surprised by the question, he didn't show it. And he read the intent correctly. Van Graff didn't want a serious analysis, he just wanted to hear something entertaining to relieve the boredom. Well, let me think. Right, okay, I got one. Now, I didn't serve directly under this fellow of mine, but I was pals with a Vox operator who did, and he told me all about it. Van Graff raised an eyebrow. Do go on. So, this was back when I was a sergeant, a long time ago. Ancient history, remarked the colonel with a wry smile. Kindly shut up, sir. Anyway, we had an influx of replacements from another Cadian regiment, and one joined my squad at the time. This pale-looking, quivering, nervous fella. I just took him for a bit of an odd one at first, you know the type, but eventually he opened up a bit and explained what happened to him, and the rest of his old outfit. His platoon was under the command of this lunatic fella, Captain Ackermann or Atkinson or something. I've forgotten the exact name, it's been a while. Anyway, they were deployed on Terrakis 5, I think it was, defending a small medicae facility out on the plains. I think I've heard rumours about that place, remarked Van Graff. Total disaster. Several entire regiments wiped out by the Greenskins. Perkins nodded. You heard right, sir. Only this little story begins just after that disaster. Now the colonel really was intrigued. Well, Perkins, tell me the whole thing. We've got nothing to kill right now except time. As the time ticked away, waiting for the troop shuttles to get ready for embarkation, Perkins did indeed tell him the whole thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of 40k 8th edition, where today we witness the battle of... I'm not going to be very creative with this one. It's the Battle of Orks Drift. Today it's the Orks versus the Imperial Guard. The fan favourites on this channel, the Imperial Guard, for some reason. It still mystifies me a little bit, but there it is. We're going back into the past a little bit with this one. We're going back to the Battle of Orks Drift, which happened some time ago, back when Major Perkins was but Sergeant Perkins, and he was under the command of another officer entirely. This is Captain Henry Ackermann, known to his men as Angry Ackermann, and he is the gentleman in charge of the very small garrison here at this Apothecarion out in the desert, run by the Order of the Crimson Aquila. And well, basically there was a big battle nearby not so long ago, and everyone was assured that it would go swimmingly well against the Greenskin hordes. Unfortunately, the Greenskin hordes are a little bit cleverer than anyone gave them credit for, and some of the scattered survivors have come running back saying, "There's Greenskins, sir, thousands of them, and they're headed this way." So we're this is a thinly veiled excuse, folks, to play the old Glazer's Creek scenario from White Dwarf from June last year, I think it was. Basically, if you watch the film Zulu, you understand what's going on here. If you haven't watched it, it's essentially Glazer's Creek is a scenario that's based off the movie Zulu, and it's essentially about a small bunch of guardsmen holed up in a little outpost being attacked by waves and waves and waves of orcs. And that, folks, is what's going to happen today here at the Battle of what will soon to come to be known as Orks Drift. As the brave garrison of this Apothecarion here choose... Well, I say the garrison choose, it's not really democracy here, is it? It's Angry Ackermann decides that rather than withdraw to a safe distance from the oncoming horde, he decides to stand his ground, put up some barricades and fight it out. Whether this turned out to be a wise decision or not, we have yet to learn. So, folks, this is the tale of Orks Drift and Angry Ackermann's last stand. Let's go look at the garrison itself.
Actually, before we look at the armies, I should probably introduce my opponent, and because I'm a bit of an idiot, I forgot to actually film that introduction at the time. This is Alan, aka The Claw. You may remember him from our previous bat rep we did involving the Stompathon, where we got him and Dan and myself battling it out Robot War style with 3 Ork Stompers. It was great fun, and he's back today to film this Orks Drift bat rep with me. The Claw's a bit of a legend, honestly. If you're a fan of Winter's SEO and DZTV, you may have actually seen him on there before as well. He gets around a bit. Anyway, he loves narrative play possibly even more than I do, so he agreed to have a go at this Glazer's Creek scenario with me for this. And we had a lot of fun with it. So anyway, there's the intro in lieu of an actual intro. And now let's actually go look at the armies.
And here we are, folks. This is the garrison and some extras defending the Apothecarion today against the Ork hordes. What you see right here is basically the garrison plus this tank, which happened to be dropping by because one of the crew members was sick. So they took him to this Apothecarion. So we have one tank here, away from the rest of its platoon. It just happened to be in the vicinity. And over here we have a loose, cobbled together section of survivors from an earlier battle that happened nearby. The Imperial Guard went marching off to deal with the Greenskins and were horribly ambushed and overwhelmed. And these are the guys who've made it back here to warn the garrison of this place that there's lots of orcs headed this way. So I've basically repurposed a few old Imperial Guard models from other regiments that I had knocking around. And they're one little mixed squad there. It's a basic infantry squad, not veterans or anything like that. But because there's 2 surviving sergeants, it is WYSIWYG. They're both going to have chain swords and stuff, even though you can't normally do that. But it's narrative play, so we don't care. And the rest of it is 4 regular infantry squads with a selection of different weapons. This one's got melter gun, plasma gun, a sniper, and a flamer in that one. And 2 heavy weapons teams. This one's got a heavy bolter team and 2 las cannons. This one's got 3 rocket launchers, missile launchers, sorry. Orks. And 5 Bullgrins as well. The tank, which is a regular Leman-Russ battle tank with 2 heavy bolt sponsons, a las cannon, and a battle cannon turret. And then we've got the characters in the middle here, which consist of Henry Ackermann himself, obviously a company commander with a plasma pistol and well, he's got a stick. He's got a stick, which is going to count as a chainsword for the purposes of today. And we've got this standard bearer guy here. I couldn't fit you have to choose 50 power level in this scenario, and the scenario rules we'll go into in a bit. But the guard force for this scenario has to be 50 power level. And I couldn't quite fit in a command squad, so I decided to take a platoon commander, who is going to be this guy here. So he is a platoon commander. He's armed with a power fist, which, funnily enough, makes him more WYSIWYG than he usually is, because a standard bearer can't normally take a power fist. I just modelled with him with one because it looked cool, and he's going to be the platoon commander that's in charge here, the colour sergeant, if you like, I suppose. So yeah, that's what the Imperial Guard garrison looks like here today. It's not a lot of guys, and they're fighting an awful lot of orcs that are going to be coming at them in waves. Oh, last but not least, can't forget Father Carmichael here. He's the guy who's in charge of the church / apothecarian hospital here today, and he's a priest. Never used a priest before, so I should probably explain it. He grants +1 attack to all nearby Astra Militarum units within something like 6 inches. He can re-roll attack rolls and stuff on the charge as well. He's got a chainsword. He's not amazing in combat. He's just here for part of the scenario and the flavour and what have you. But admittedly, he will be conferring an extra +1 bonus attack to the Bullgrins, which is actually quite good. So Father Carmichael will be running around fighting the greenskins with the rest of the troops as well, doing his thing. Probably charging around with the Bullgrins, trying to bash any orcs on the head who get through the barricades, I imagine. That will be the plan. So, as for warlord traits and things, this isn't Battleforged. This isn't a Battleforged army, it's not a Battleforged scenario. I think we agreed on 6 command points each, just as a blanket 6 each. And no command point rerolls either. We're going to let the dice tell the story for this one. So, that's the command points, so no detachments or anything like that. It's just, I just built the list entirely narratively speaking. And let's see, relics, warlord traits. Warlord trait will be Master of Command, so he can do an extra order per turn, can Ackermann. He can do 3 orders per turn. And relic-wise, I suppose he will have the Laurels of Command, which can allow him to issue a second order to a unit after he's issued a first one to them. We'll get to that when it comes up, but yeah, I think we'll go with that one. None of the other relics really fit in this scenario or for this character either. So, okay, well there you go. We're not going to look at the orcs now, like we normally would in one of these battle reports, because we don't know what's coming. We don't know what's coming over that hill, but there is going to be multiple waves of orcs.
You don't know how many.
But we don't know how many. And we don't know how many. We don't know how many are in each of those waves as well, so this is going to be fun. Alright, we're going to go straight to deployment and then explain some of the rules of the scenario. Okay folks, the Imperial Guard are deployed, as you can see, within the barricade limits that I have. It's actually 12 inches from the centre kind of a deal, which we've roughly built the barricades and stuff around. And you'll notice that this church here has a big red cross on the top. Now, that's...
Target!
It's because it's a target, apparently. We've painted a big shoot me here sign on top. But because it is the designated field hospital, we've converted the church into a field hospital. So in this scenario, a number of special rules apply. First of which is the Astra Militarum don't take morale in this scenario because they've got nowhere to run away to. So no morale tests, we're all fearless for this scenario. The second rule is if an Astra Militarum model dies, an infantry model anyway, I'm assuming that if the tank dies it does not go to the hospital. If an infantry model dies, what we do is we keep it to one side, and then at the end of the assault, and more about the assaults in a minute, we roll a dice to see if they are dead, if they're injured and go inside the hospital, or if they get back up again and they're fine at the end of each of the assaults. So a model that dies may not stay dead for the rest of the battle, you see. So the hospital can be targeted by the orcs, they can destroy it. If they charge it in close combat, the occupants of the hospital can fire Overwatch out of the windows at them as well. And if it's destroyed, then everyone disembarks like from a vehicle, and then I have to designate a new building as a field hospital, and so on and so forth. I only have 2 buildings, so that's only 2 potential field hospitals. Now, this battle is, as they describe it in the White Dwarf article, less one battle, more several assaults. Because the way this works is the Orks have a much, much, much larger force than me. Like, way larger. You sent me a photograph last night, and I kind of was like, ah! When I looked at it. The Orks have a huge army, and the way this works is they attack in waves. Now, there's a certain number of waves which the Ork player chooses, but you choose it in secret, right? Like, I don't know how many waves are coming.
Nope.
It's something like between 3 and 5, I think, in total, because there's a final wave where you add some extra stuff to it, depending on how many waves you picked.
Yeah, we will go through that on each wave.
We will, yeah. And additional scenario details will be in the description below, because there's a lot of stuff in this thing, probably too much for us to go over at the start here, but the Orks will attack in waves, and essentially the way it works is the wave will end if I can kill half the Ork models attacking, rounding down. So if half the attacking models in that wave are down, the Orks will retreat, and then the next assault will begin shortly afterwards.
Run away and get some more boys.
Basically, yeah. So that is the way it works. It's going to be several waves of Ork coming in from all directions. The deployment zones for the Orks will be each of the corners, and we'll roll randomly to discover which Orks come on from which corners. Rolling a d6, and a 5 or a 6 on the d6 means that you get to choose which corner the unit comes along from. So I've deployed my men basically not knowing what to expect from any particular direction. And that's the way it works. And basically, by the end of the battle, by the end of the final assault, however many waves that's going to be, by the end of the final wave, if there are any guardsmen still standing outside the field hospital, if there are any injured still inside, they don't count. It does specifically say that. If there's a single guardsman still somehow left standing outside the hospital at the end, the Astra Militarum win. If the Orks have managed to kill everybody, they win. So it's actually quite simple in a way. So there you go. That is it. The Orks do go first in this scenario, unless I am able to seize the initiative as the Imperial Guard player, which I will try to do right now. So let's go. No. So it's going to be Ork turn 1, Ork wave 1 coming up next, folks. Okay, folks, the first of the greenskins have arrived, and they're coming at us from all directions here. So we rolled randomly for each unit to find out which corner it would arrive in. Did it all off camera because it took a little while. And this is the first wave of the oncoming Ork horde, which means the fastest Orks got here first, which is why we've got Storm Boys and a Warboss on a trike, and bikes and planes and things of that nature. Would you like to talk us through the nitty gritty?
Yep. Basically, what I've brought is wave 1 is going to be the first ones here. Like we said, so jets and flying and so there's not anything really on foot apart from this guy, who I had to pick as a less than 4 power level, and yet there isn't many less than 4 power levels. So narratively, he's jumped off a plane or a copter or something like that, landed in the corner. That's why he's here. He's the only guy who's walking. So everybody else is flying, wheeling really fast. The blue ones are Death Skulls. The red ones are Evil Suns. So pretty easy to work out which one's which. And so what we've got is a Dakka Jet.
Lovely.
With 6 big shooters. We've got the bomber, the normal bomber, or burner bomber. We've got 3 copters, 1 with Killsaw, because I modelled him with it, so he's bringing it, it's indexed.
Nice.
1 group of 10 Stone Boys. Again, it had to be 10 because of the power point limit.
Yep.
And if I'd have rolled better on deployment, I might have been able to mob up, but the dice let me down.
Yeah.
Because that was the plan.
Right.
I'm not going to be sneaky, that was the plan. Put them together, mob up, jobs are good.
Nice.
We've got Saltsnark. He's a 7 power level fella, and as you saw, I rolled for that and got him. So he's coming along. Hopefully, give them a buff. So let's have some first turn fun. Hopefully.
Nice.
Over this corner, on his own, is the trike.
Yep.
Rolled badly. Well, actually, I could have put him anywhere I wanted to, but it was right at the beginning of deployment, so I didn't know where things were going to turn up. So he's kind of ended up on his own. Yeah, Ork organisation there.
Yeah. You wanted him with the bikes, basically, right?
I wanted him with the bikes, yes, but it didn't happen. The bikes were over there because they ignored him and came from the different direction.
Yes.
And finally, another squad of 10, but there's no knob in that one because I've only got one knob. And again, PowerPoint limit kind of limits me to 10s at a time. So that's why they're smaller groups.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to work out what to bring in the waves because of your limitations. It was a lot of head scratching.
Yeah. It's a weird way to build an army, right?
It is a weird way. And as this is the first one, I wanted this one to be the fast one.
Yes. So all the fast stuff has arrived first. So effectively, you've got the Orks are fresh off the previous battle, which these guys just escaped from by the skin of their teeth. And this is basically the Orks in an entirely unorganised fashion, basically going, "Oh, there's some more Yumis over there. Let's go fight them." And basically, this is the first wave of all the fastest guys got here first.
Yes.
Naturally, because they've got all the cool fast vehicles and things. So the rest of them are still trying to catch up. But for this first assault, it's basically going to be the fast ones. Now, it's 34 models in total, right?
Yeah.
So basically, the magic number is 17 for me. If I kill 17 models, the assault will end, and the Orks will temporarily retreat to go get more boys. So that's my objective, essentially, to survive the assault, is to try and kill 17 models as fast as I can. Which is interesting, because some of the nastier models you've got are the big ones that are only one model, like these planes, for example, like the Dakka Jet and the Bomber, which I'd really like to die because I don't want all my guys killed by Dakka Jets flying around. But on the other hand, it's only one model. You know, to quote Gimli, it still only counts as one. So, so it's interesting. But yeah, there you go. So that's the Orks deployed, and we're now actually going to go into their movement. So we'll join you for that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the movement phase is done. The Orks are swarming all over this place. They've arrived a lot faster than I actually thought they would. I underestimated how fast Evil Sons and the like can actually go, because, my goodness, these poor guys at the front here are in such a heap of trouble. We've got Storm Boys, we've got Zardsnar, we've got the boss on the trike, all in their faces alright already.
They all advanced.
Yes, they all advanced. Storm Boys came out from the corner here. They've got their eyes on those rocket launchers up on the top of the building. And these bikes have headed this way, and the Death Copters are heading this way, and the Dakka Jet has flown straight up the gut, is looking right down on all of these guys here with all of his Dakka guns. And this bomber, the Blitzer bomber, I think, has flown over in this direction because he's dropped a bomb on the church, which we're now going to roll for. So you're dropping it on the church as opposed to the units on the church.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got aiming for the bullseye on the top there.
4 rockets and mortal group.
Yeah, we're counting the church as being a vehicle for the purposes of the bomb. So it's 3 dice. And it takes 1 mortal wound. So the church has 14 wounds left. I don't know if I remembered to go over the stats for the field hospital earlier, but it's got 15 wounds, 3 plus save, toughness 8. So it's now got 14 wounds left.
It feels fitting to bomb it.
Yes, it's a big building with all the guys on it. Drop a bomb on it. And yeah, you can destroy, as mentioned earlier, you can destroy the field hospital. And then I'll have to convert the other building into a field hospital, and if that's destroyed, I've got no field hospital left, which is, well, it's a problem, because that's how I get some of my casualties back at the end of the day. So, and it feels very orky to aim for the biggest building and drop a bomb right on it. That's what I'd do if I was flying a Blitzer bomber, to be fair. So, right, that's the movement done, and the bombing phase done, I guess. Mm-hmm. So shooting now. You've got some stuff that you can shoot.
I have got some shoots, and I've been wanting to do it ever since 8th edition Orks was Codex was coming. I'm playing this guy first.
Yep.
He's shooting at your heavy weapons.
Yep.
And he's going to go for the long uncontrolled bursts.
Yes.
Yes. None of your short control burst rubbish for Orks.
Long uncontrolled burst.
Long uncontrolled burst, as it should be. Yes. With this guy into those.
Into the heavy weapons team, right. So that's a command point.
That's one command point. I've got 5 left.
And what does it do exactly?
It basically means I can re-roll, add 1 to hit rolls for shooting attacks made for that unit. So essentially, it's +1.
+1 to hit with all those dacky things.
Hitting
nice.
on 4s.
Lovely. All right, so all the super shooters hitting on 4s because of long uncontrolled bursts, and then we're on for, well, I'm assuming either 3s or 2s, really.
Strength 6.
Yeah, 2s then. Okay, that's.
I'm lucky in blue. I'm lucky in blue. I forgot to do the re-roll.
Yes.
So for the other one, so I'll just do it on that one.
Lucky blue gets.
So 2, 4, 6, 7 saves, -1.
6 up saves on the heavy weapons team. I saved one of them. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the team just completely wiped out. Right, they are gone, and as you said, a big strafing run right across all 3 of them there. It's perfectly lined up for them. Yeah, we put them to one side, they go into the dead pile, and then at the end of the assault, we roll to see how many of them die, how many of them go to hospital, how many of them come back. So, we do that later, we don't do it now. Right, pistols from the Storm Boys. Yep.
They are assault weapons, so 5 and 6s.
3 to I assume you're shooting at the guardsman in front of you.
Yeah, strength 4, toughness.
3, so 3's to wound.
5 in total.
Okay, 5. We are behind a barricade, so we do get cover. So 4 up saves. And we make 3 of them fail 2, so 2 dead guardsmen. Right, Zardsark next. He's firing his the gun's Deripper, is that it?
No, Deripper's that. They're just 2 big shooters.
Oh, he's firing his big twin shooters up at the rocket teams up on the roof there. I'm going to spend missile teams on the roof there. And I'm going to spend a command point on take cover. So they're already in cover being up there. But an additional point of cover for using the take cover strategy. 1 command point, which leaves me with 5 left. And that'll give him a 3 up save, because I don't think it has any AP, the big shooter, does it? No, so. Okay, roll away, sir.
5 and 6, because we are orcs. 1 daka. So 1 hit.
Ah, and this wasn't worth the command point, never mind.
1 wound.
1 wound, so 1 3 up save, which I do pass. Yeah, I would have got that with a 4 up anyway, so yeah, waste of a command point, never mind. Alright, next up, the big mech with a shock attack gun is firing it up at the missile launchers because you really quite like them to be dead.
Yep.
And, right, so it's 2d6 strength on the gun.
Yep. Strength 10.
Strength 10, wow, okay.
Should have targeted the tank. Can't see the tank, I'm happy.
Alright.
Heavy d6 shots. I'll have that.
Okay.
5 and 6s. I still get daka.
You do?
And I convert 1, so 4 hits.
Well, 2's to wound.
I would think so with strength 10.
Yeah.
Even though 1 still went fizzle. -5 AP.
One of those, I like to think one of those snotlings arrived in like the ammo crate next to them instead of in the target. Alright, so this is -5 AP.
-5 AP.
Yeah, I don't get a save. Even with take cover and being in cover, I do not get a save, so that is
3d6 damage.
Okay.
Do I need to do it separately? Or?
Yeah, because they've got 2 wounds each, so.
Okay, so d6 for 2, for 5, and for 2.
Yeah, so these guys are all not dead yet. We'll find out later if they're actually dead.
I had to take them down so my plane survived.
Yes. Alright, next up, the Defcopters fired the rockets up here at this guardsman squad up on the roof of this building. 4 of them copped it from rockets hitting them. And now...
They shouldn't be getting up from that, but they're going to hospital anyway.
Yep.
Many shots.
Then we've got many shots indeed from these bikes firing up at which squad? The
big squad. I don't think I can see them anymore.
Yeah.
Because you've took some from here.
Yep.
So I'm shooting at this squad with many, more than 5.
Yes.
And I'm also playing the stratagem, daka. You know what?
More daka,
Mr. SorcererDave is going to help me put some dice in my hand.
Here we go. Yep.
Because there's too many dice. I need a bucket.
You really do.
So 5s and 6s explode.
Thanks to Mordaka for, was it 1 command point for Mordaka?
2.
2 command points, okay. So 14 hits in total after all the dackers. And I am choosing to spend another command point on take cover again. Can use it in the same phase because narrative, the match play restrictions don't apply. And yeah, I need people to be alive in order to win the game, basically. So I'm trying to invest in even my humble guardsmen. Everyone counts. So take cover being used on them to give them extra cover, and now 14 wound rolls.
Yep.
3s. Okay. No AP. Right. Yeah. So basically 3-up saves because of being in cover and using the stratagem. So once again, I rolled no 3s. Thanks, dice gods. You toy with me, but I got a pretty good number of 4-ups. So 5 guardsmen are taken out as casualties, and the rest are okay for now. Next up, the warlord on the trike is firing all of his guns at that poor squad of guardsmen there at the front. Does he have a name, this guy?
He doesn't have a name.
Alright, well.
He might get one day, but normally he's the suicidal HQ because he's the guy who zooms forward. He's never really the war boss, but in this he is the war boss.
Right.
Because he doesn't count in this scenario. If he dies, meh. So he's going to attack him. His burner is bigger than his. So D6 shots with a burner.
Yeah.
I'll certainly take that.
That's pretty good.
So 6 hits. Strength 5, I believe, because he's bigger. Yep.
3 wounds.
Strength 5.
Only puny humans, so...
Puny humans. It's also minus 1 AP.
Yeah.
So that gets rid of the cover from the barricades.
It does indeed. So back to our good old 5-up flak armour saves, of which we make 2. So that is 3 guardsmen down, and he's got more.
He's got more. He's got these guys, the twin bombsticks. There's 3 of them that can't hit anything.
Okay. Got a heads down after the flamer, so...
Yep. And finally, he gets to throw this, so he hits with it. He doesn't wound.
Right. Additionally, as the Blitz bomber flew across here and dropped his bomb on the building, he did fire all of his super shooters and stuff into the squad, killing 1 more of them. The rest of them managed to duck in time, it seems. And now you're playing stratagem.
Yep, another one. Drive by grumping. We've shot and we're going to drive off. Basically, I get to move as it's as it were the movement phase now, but I can't charge this turn, which is fair enough.
Like fire and fade for the Eldar.
Yeah, so they're going to move.
Very good. Right, now the Warbikers have circled round up there to join the Storm Boys and Zard Snark on that northern end. Well, from my perspective, northern end of the battlefield, where they no longer face an awful lot of opposition, it must be said.
We have an opening.
We've got an opening into the compound here. So, that's finally your shooting phase done.
Yes.
And now we're going to be doing some charges, right?
Proper Ork phase.
Yes, Ork phase is happen. Which one are you going to start with then? Because I've got Flamer in that squad. Who's going to eat the Flamer?
Okay, so, just so we're aware, this guy gives people around him, within 6 inches,
Yep.
they can move and advance, which these guys did, and charge.
Yes.
This guy's looking with vehicles, that's why his bikes are trying to hurriedly catch up with him, but hey ho.
Yep.
So these guys, can he charge, advance and things? I don't think he can. No, it's only with 6. I don't think he gets it on himself, because he's not infantry.
He's not infantry, is he?
I will check, because it's a Forge World book.
Yeah, it could be weird.
Could be weird, probably is.
Yeah. Alright, it turns out Zard Snark does not affect himself with his own ability, because classic Forge World stuff there, really. Okay, the Trike War Boss is going to be eating Overwatch and going first.
And we've looked at the rules. I can't move over here and give him the special rule to do it either, because it's...
Yes, he can only let the other guys advance and charge
at
the start of the charge phase if they're within 6 inches of him. You can't charge with him and then give them ability, and yeah, anyway. So, alright.
He's charging these.
Flamer. 6. My Acadians and their Flamers, it's sort of a thing. They always seem to roll really, really, really well for their Flamers, and my Orks always roll really badly for theirs. I don't know why, but... Alright, he's filled this one with the special brew, basically. So, I think that's probably 2 wounds. I assume
6.
Yeah, toughness 6. So I've wounded you twice, sir.
Yay.
With no AP or anything.
No AP. So 4 up. I'll put it here. Oh no.
1 wound off you. And then the las guns, of which I have 1, 2, 3, plus Sergeant with his las pistol. Pew pew pew. We got 2 hits. You wounded on 6s actually, because you're toughness 6, aren't you? So no wounds there.
Excellent. I'm within 2 inches barricade rolls.
It's academic at this point, but there you go.
Let's do that because he's wheeling over there.
Very good.
And it looks good. Okay, next guys. These guys are going to go in.
Storm Boys on the way in as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
7.
7. 7 is way in. So I'll roll it anyway because I can't get worse than a 1. Oh, look at that.
10. Nice.
10. Let's get right behind you.
And that's how things look after the Storm Boys made their move in there. Those guardsmen are fairly well surrounded, shall we say?
Crum bum. Right. Warthog is going to attack first. He gets 5 attacks.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s. And wounding on. Let's have a roll. Them.
I assume it's probably 2s or 3s.
And I've got minuses because this is the Snare Claw.
Yep.
And it was strength 7, so yeah, that was fine. Minus 2 AP, D3 damage.
Right.
Oh,
no save then, so that is just 3 dead guardsmen.
3 dead guardsmen.
And to nobody's surprise whatsoever, those remaining 2 guardsmen did not survive the Storm Boy onslaught. So the Storm Boys killed them and then piled in this direction towards the tank.
Because they would.
Yeah. Keeping the momentum going there. And that's the end of the fight phase. I've got nothing left alive to fight back with now, so now there's no morale for me because the guard don't take morale in this scenario, so that's the end of the Orks turn 1. So now the guard needs to try and fight back and basically need to kill enough Orks to make the rest of them retreat.
17.
I've got to kill 17 Orks.
10 then.
10 there, yeah.
11.
Alright.
Another 10 over there. It's not as bad as...
It looks horrendous right now, but it actually... it's not quite as bad as it looks, so... Okay. Let's crack on. Guard, turn 1, coming up next. Alright, very quick movement phase. It's done. Second in command here with the flag. He's moved and advanced down off the top of the building where he's all by himself, possibly about to get ganked by a bunch of Storm Boys. So he was smart enough to run back down here. Pretty much all of the actual infantrymen have stayed put because, being Cadians, they reroll 1s to hit if they don't move. This squad of guys here, they're technically not Cadians, although those 3 look like Cadians to me. But we're going to treat them as Cadians just for simplicity's sake, so they're going to reroll 1s to hit as well for staying still. The tank has not moved either, for the same reason effectively, but the Bulgrins, they have moved up to form a abhuman shield between themselves and between the tank and the Orks, and Father Carmichael has followed them up there, bellowing out prayers and catechisms and stuff to motivate the Bulgrins a little bit more than they otherwise would be. Basically, we've mostly stayed still except for the Bulgrins, essentially, and my second in command there. So, I think we'll jump straight into the shooting phase. I don't have any psychic, but, you know, it's been observed. And objective here is to kill as many models as humanly possible. So, with that in mind, the first thing I'm going to do is order this squad with my gentleman friend here. What is it? He doesn't have a name, but the colour sergeant. There you go. He's the colour sergeant. He's technically not an officer, but he is one today. He's going to order this squad here to first rank fire, second rank fire into the Storm Boys right next to him. Okay, here we go, chaps. First rank fire, second rank fire. This is the first time I've ever been able to use this order in a context that makes sense. We have 1 wound. Yep, 1 wound on the Storm Boys.
6 up save.
I do at least kill one of them. Okay. Moving on to this squad now next, I think. What are they armed with? One of them's got a melter gun. I guess the melter gun will fire up at the bomber just for fun. And over the radio, I almost called him Atkins then. Ackermann. Henry Ackermann there is going to order them over the Vox to basically, literally using the Voxcaster in this squad to do it. He's going to order them to first rank fire, second rank fire as well. I can't use the Laurels of Command on them to give them an extra order because they have to be within 6 inches for that to work. Now to first, rerolling your ones, 5s to hit because of hard to hit, and it does hit. Strength 8, toughness 7?
Something like that.
Let's roll and see what we get.
6.
It's a 5, so yeah,
Toughness 6.
wounds -4.
Save a 4 up, so you got me.
Right, d6 damage, and I am within Melter range.
Yeah.
So 2d6 bit the highest for damage. 3. So 3 wounds off the big jet. That's just kind of bonus damage, really. The jet doesn't count for much when it comes to stopping the assault, really. But now the rest of the las guns firing over at the Stormboys. And 4 Stormboys shot down there, the actual Cadians showing the pretend Cadians how it's done, I guess. And then we're going to move up to somewhere else, because I think that's all I can actually shoot at the Stormboys. Morale will be a thing for them, though. Morale counts for the Orks, although it doesn't count for us. So, where am I going to go next? That's the question.
It's a target-rich environment.
It is a very target-rich environment. I think probably this squad up here on the roof, which are going to get ordered to first rank fire, second rank fire by Ackermann. And with the Laurels of Command on a 4+, I can order them to do something else, which I can't. That's a shame. Alright, so yeah, first rank fire, second rank fire, they're going to be shooting down at those Stormboys there. The rest of the guardsmen on the roof fired down, killed 1 Stormboy over there. These guys, this tiny squad here, fired down some shots at the Stormboys there and didn't kill anything, unfortunately. Ackermann now is going to level his plasma pistol down the side there and fire it at the Stormboys as well. I think he hits on a 3+, which he does. And wounds on a 3 as well. Off the table. Yep, wounds. And just dead, because no save for that. So he manages to kill a Stormboy.
Hero.
Excellent. The platoon commander down there has a las pistol, which he could fire up at the Stormboys through the gap there. He hits 5 to wound. Doesn't wound though. Right, that leaves me with the tank and the Bulgrins, who one of them can throw a frag bomb. Alternatively, I can spend a command point on Grenadiers to make all of them throw frag bombs at the Stormboys, which is possibly tempting. But we're going to go with the tank first and see if it actually becomes necessary effectively. So the tank is going to fire both its heavy bolters at the Stormboys, obviously. And can I shoot the war boss on trike, or is he?
He is a character.
He is a character.
I think this fella is closer.
Yeah, okay.
A long
gotcha.
way.
I didn't know if he was one of those 10 wounds or less guys or not.
Nope, he's only got 8 wounds.
Okay,
7 at the moment.
Righto.
Which I should note.
Okay, well, you know what? I think I'm going to gamble on the frag bombs later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire both the heavy bolters at the Stormboys, and the battle cannon I'm going to fire at the bikes over there. And I'll probably fire the las cannon at this thing, because I already damaged that with that melter gun earlier.
It's still hard to hit.
It's still hard to hit, but it might be worth a go. To take out a bomber, honestly. It's only one model, but it is also a bomber. So it might be worth a go. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'll start with that las cannon actually. And reroll that 1 because we stayed still, and it's a Cadian tank. So it doesn't hit though, unfortunately, because it's hard to hit. So never mind. Now the heavy bolters. So this is 6 shots at the Stormboys, hitting on 4s, rerolling any 1s, and then wounding on 3s. 2 wounds, -1, so 2 dead Stormboys. Very good, very good. Then the battle cannon.
Oh, 9 models to go.
Battle cannon, which probably should have shot at the Stormboys, but it's going to shoot at the bikes because I already declared it. It's firing twice because granting advance, so 2d6 shots for only 4. Ugh. Oh dear. Alright. Hitting on 4s, rolling 1s. 1 hit. It does wound, and it's -2.
4, 5, 6.
6 of save on bikes. Which you do make. Oh dear. So we've thought it out, and this is the plan. The Bulgrins are not going to use their frag bombs this turn. They're going to charge into these Storm Boys and hopefully kill them. That'll be 6 dead Storm Boys. I need to kill...
Just the Storm Boys, not the Wartrike as well?
Probably not the Wartrike as well, no. Because I need to make sure the Storm Boys die, basically. Which won't theoretically be hard, but you never know. So that'll kill 6. Then I need to get 2 more for the Orks to retreat. Because then I will have killed enough. I will have killed 17 Orks in total. So basically what's happening is I'm going to send in the Bullgryns in this charge phase to charge the Storm Boys. And then, basically I have to hope that at least 2 Storm Boys over here run away from morale. And if they do, that's the assault repelled. Then we move on to wave 2. If they don't, then might be in a lot of trouble. So that's what we're going to do. I was very tempted to tell these guys to fix bayonets and charge out there after the Storm Boys, but you've got 2 command points left.
Yeah.
So you would probably interrupt with them and just clobber the whole squad.
Yeah.
Which I don't really want to happen. So that's the plan. So the Bullgryns are going to charge into the Storm Boys. Yeah, they're in. You've got some sluggers to shoot at me though. And then
Strength 4. Ping!
Ping, straight off the slam shield, and in they go. After the charge, the Bullgryns are in, and the priest has gone in as well. He probably won't get to fight the priest. Well, he gets 5 attacks with that chainsword of him. He's very angry that the Greenskins have come here and messed up his church. They dropped a bomb right through the stained glass window, which he just finished restoring. So he's pretty angry. He wants these damn Greenskins out of his church. He probably won't get to fight though, because the Bullgryns will probably kill everything unless something goes horribly wrong. So they have a mounted of attacks. 5 each for all the regular ones and 6 for the bonehead because of avalanche of muscle and the priest. So here we go, hitting on 3s. Winning on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Lots dead.
All the Storm Boys are wiped by the Bullgryns. And now, because you heroically intervened with the war boss on the trike, he gets to batter them.
Hitting on 2s.
Toughness 5 for Bullgryns.
Strength is 7. So 4.
4, what's the AP?
Minus 2.
4 ups then. They all tank it. Slab shields for the win. That is it. That's the end of my turn, except for the morale for the Storm Boys over here. And basically on a 4+, they'll run away because they're leadership 6, and they lost... How many was it?
They lost 5.
Yep.
They lost 5. So I've got a leadership of 6 because there's no boss knob in there.
So actually it's... I thought it was a 4+ for some reason, but it's actually...
3+.
So with 3+. They'll start running away, so...
Okay. 5, 6, 7. 1 runs away.
1 runs away. That wasn't enough! I was 1 orc shy of the assault ending.
16. Oh, unlucky.
That is pretty unlucky. Alright then, well... There we go. We tried, lads. We tried. So the first wave still isn't over yet. As we go into Orc's turn 2. Hold on to your butts, gentlemen. Alright, so Orc turn 2 movement phase. We're still in the first assault. The planes have moved off. This one dropped a bomb on that squad while he was going. We'll roll the dice for that momentarily. Meanwhile over here...
Snag a grapple stratagem.
Yes!
Okay, so on a 2-up, the enemy unit suffers D3 mortal wounds.
Yes, the trike is basically falling back out of combat and smacking me with a snagger grapple in the process, right? So how many wounds was that?
That was a 5, so 3, sir.
3? Okay, so that's basically just one of the Bullgryns drops.
Right, how many are in that squad so I can drop a bomb on them?
There are, I think it's a full squad of 10.
Yay!
Okay, not a great roll, but that is 4 guardsmen get hit by bits of shrapnel from the bombs. Into the shooting phase, the stacker jet as it flew past around that way.
Long and control burst again.
Yeah, more strafing into the Bullgryns now.
So hitting on 4s with this many.
That's a lot.
That's more than 5. Definitely more than 5. So hitting on 4s because of a strat.
3+ is to win because these are strength 6, these guns.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11! I'll do.
Alright. is any minus?
1.
-1. Ooh. 3s. Once I finish rolling off the table. Ooh, should have taken cover there. That is another dead Bulgrin as a result. And 1 takes a wound as well. So, you, sir, are dead. And one of you takes a wound. I'll be you there. Right. Ouch. Now what, sir?
Well, the Warboss thinks that they might be a problem in future waves. So, the guys are going rockets to them.
Rockets as well.
Rockets as well, from the blue fellas.
I am going to take cover now. I am going to do that now because I spend that command point.
Yeah, because these are strength 8.
Yeah.
And things. And none of it, but I am lucky. Yay! That was a lucky roll, so it dackers for nothing. So, 1 hit with a rocket. Strength 8. Yay!
Does wound?
It does wound, minus a lot.
It'll be -2 for a rocket, which becomes -1 because of take cover, so 3 up save. Damn. He's dead.
Much dacker from the bikes again, because the tank failed to kill them.
Right, I think I'll be back with the armour saves. 6 successful wounds got through on the Bulgrins from the bikes with their big shooters. 2+ saves. Oh, another wound is taken.
And Zoltark 6 shots with his 2 big shooters. Dacker. Excellent. So it could be 4 hits.
Very good.
Strength 5, toughness 5. 2 more. 2 more saves, sir.
2 more saves. Any minus?
Nope.
2 ups. Very good.
The only thing I've got left to fire now is that plane.
The Blitzer bomber.
Blitzer bomber, and I will have a quick look round. Yeah, he shot everything that he bombed.
Okay, so he's going to shoot these guys.
Yeah.
In the end, the plane only killed an additional guardsman, and that was it. And now your big mech, the shock attack gun, who we almost forgot about.
Yeah.
He's going to fire a 2, exactly?
The only thing you can see, because those Bulgrins are kind of hiding behind all these Orks.
Right.
So if you're going to shoot at this squad up there.
Very good.
So, how many shots? 3.
3.
How strong?
2d6 strength.
Strength 8.
Okie doke. Again, very reliable, this shock attack gun.
So, Uno.
1 hit. And a wound.
-5.
So, another dead guardsman. And weirdly enough, folks, I'm going to kill the sergeant. Because we're fearless in this scenario, and he actually is the least useful, considering he has a pistol and not a rifle. So maybe one of the other troopers dies, but he decides, right, sod this. He drops his chainsword and pistol and decides to pick up the trooper's laser rifle. So, that's how I'm spinning that one. Okay, now it's charging time. I think. You've run out of stuff to shoot with, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so where do you want to start? You've got to charge down here, and you've got to charge up down there. Now, this is important because I only have to kill 1 more Ork for the wave to end, and I could potentially kill 1 more Ork with Overwatch.
You can.
So,
should we do these squishy ones first then?
if you like.
Let's do those.
Okie doke.
Those charging into the...
Stormboy's charging in. Well, they're 2 inches away, so they're in. If you want to roll to see how far you can go around and stuff. A 5. Well, there we go. It's still a 5, apparently. Okay. And now...
Would you like to roll your own watch to see if you end?
6 is to hit. No hits whatsoever. Although I think I can re-roll these ones because they didn't move in their preceding movement phase. But no hits anyway. So. Okay. In they go. And
okay, he's going to charge. Zardsnark's going to charge in.
Right.
And he's wherever he wants to be. So
Okay. I will therefore throw a frag bomb at you for d6 shots. For 6. That's not bad. I'd be very surprised if it killed him.
So would I.
And 6 to hit. 1 hit. It's strength 4. 5 to wound. No. Okay. And then
these bikes in.
Bikes in as well. But here we go. Yep, plenty of room to manoeuvre. Right, that's how things look with the bikes in as well. They did charge the priest as well, and I rolled Overwatch for the priest's las pistol. He missed, unsurprisingly. So now, what's going first? Because I will try and interrupt if you don't kill me.
Zard Snark.
Zard Snark.
Of course, he gets to have a go. He's the biggest.
Rightio.
5 attacks hitting on 2s.
Very good.
Of course, there's a 1 in there. And this is going to be strength many, so strength 12.
So that is still going to wound on 2s then. Even against the Bullgrins.
Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's 2 wounds.
Yeah, he's not blue, he's not lucky. Right.
What's the minus?
-4.
-4. Do get 6-ups at least then, because of the slab shields. I don't make either of them though.
Okay, so 1 is on 2 wounds, so
Yep.
it is D3 each. For 1, so 1 is down to 1 wound, and it gets rid of the other wound.
Right, so you killed that Bullgrin and the Bonehead's still alive. And the Bonehead, I will... Yeah, I'll spend 2 CP to interrupt with the Bonehead.
It's worth it, he could end the game.
Yes.
Well, end the wave.
End of the assault, yeah, the wave. So he'll interrupt for 2 CP, which leaves me with 1 command point left. So 5 attacks, thanks to the Priest. Hitting on 3s. Okay, so 4 hits, toughness 5, so 3s to wound. 3 wounds, -2.
So 4 up save. Becomes a 6 up save.
No, that's 2 damage a pop, so that's 3 dead bikes, right?
Yep, and we run away!
And the Orks retreat. Basically, for some reason. Okay, folks. The first assault has ended. The Orks have moved on to probably another outpost in the region. The fast speed wild guys have decided, I've had enough. This is boring now. Moved along, or however you want to spin that. But so now, basically, we're like fighting miniature battles here within battles. So I've gathered everybody around in the courtyard here, so we could effectively do roll call. And now we get to see who survived, who's going into hospital, and who's dead. Before the next wave begins, and then I get to redeploy my force all over again as if it was the start of the battle again. And then the Orks will go first again unless I siege the initiative again. So, this is what's left. Now we're going to roll to see who comes back. So, this squad of ragtag survivors here, there's 3 of them coming back, I believe. 4, 5, 6, 7, yep. 3 of them died. On a 1-2, they're dead. On a 3-4, they're in the hospital for the next wave. And then we roll to see what happens to them again at the end of the next wave. On a 5-6, it was just a flesh wound and they get back in the ranks. So, for this squad, 1 dies, 1 goes into the hospital, and 1 gets back in the ranks. It was just a flesh wound. Okay. Then, this squad, and there's the dice, thank God. This squad has 5 casualties. So what happens to these guys? 3 of them die. 2 of them were just a flesh wound. This squad here, 6 of them were taken out as casualties. So 3 are dead. 1's in hospital. No, 2 are in hospital, and 1 was just a flesh wound. The Bullgrins took 4 casualties.
Yes.
There we go. 2 of them are dead, and 2 of them get back in the rank because it was just a flesh wound. And then that last squad of guardsmen, they took 5 casualties. And 3 of them get back in the ranks. 1's in hospital, 1 is dead. And we have to roll for the guys who didn't survive at all, the squads that were wiped out. It's not like... While it's similar to reanimation protocols for Necrons, it's not quite the same, because we do roll for the guys who copped it as well. So the 3 heavy weapons teams that are up on the roof here, the missile teams, 2 are in hospital, 1 is dead. Then the second load of heavy weapons teams, ones with the las cannons and heavy bolter. 1 gets back in the ranks, 1 is dead, 1's in hospital. And I believe we lost that entire squad of guardsmen up there as well, so that's going to be 10 dice for them. And of that squad, 1, 2, 3 get back in the ranks. 3 are dead, and 4 of them are in hospital. Okay, I think that's all of them. If I missed any of them, we'll double check. But There we are, and I think in previous assault waves, I'll probably do all this off camera, but it was worth showing you at least once how this works, yes. So, right, now we set up again, we get the guys back out of hospital that are, actually still breathing, and we'll set up again for the next wave. Okay folks, as word comes in over the Vox from the rattling snipers in the hills, watching the pass beyond, the second wave is incoming, and everyone's formed up to defend the church. As you can see, Henry Ackermann still up on the roof there, with 2 squads of infantry. The priest, he's outside his church with 3 of the Bullgrens. This heavy bolter team is up here on the balcony of the opposite building, along with the second in command there, the colour sergeant. And the stragglers from the previous battle, they have formed a line across there, a defensive line there. And likewise over here, we've got 2 guys and a flamer out on that side there.
Suicide squad.
Yeah. And then this squad as well, lining their way across there too. And the tank has pretty much stayed exactly where it is, because it's in a pretty good spot, honestly. So that's what I have to work with as the second wave begins.
You still don't know what's coming?
I still don't know what's coming.
Don't know how many waves there are.
I don't know how many waves there are.
I do, I feel sorry for you.
So you are going to go first again, unless I seize the initiative.
Yes.
I'd like to. Let's give it a go. 5. Close but no cigar. So, turn 1 of the second wave for the Orks.
Yeah, and I've called this wave Battle Wagons Roll.
I think that might be a clue, folks. Okay, folks. Wave 2 has begun, and if you guessed battle wagons, well done, there is no prize. Yeah, battle wagons. We got 4 of them. 2 with hard cases, which is the looted Lehman Russ over there, and the looted Rhino / Predator / whatever that is. The looted Space Marine tank over there.
Back in the day when we could loot stuff, they were great.
Yeah. And then we've got a Bone Breaker.
Yep.
And that's just a regular battle wagon over there, that one. And as for what's in them, there's not an awful lot in them, actually. I guess these guys are arriving on the scene next because they're the next fastest, right?
Yeah, they're normal vehicles. They've been trundling full pelt, and this is when they turn up.
Yep. After all the fast guys have moved on. So in this one, we've got a big mech with a custom force field.
Yeah, and we've also got some 5 looters, because power level 5 is... Yeah. Anyway, so there's only 5 looters, because power level is a thing.
Yep.
And it's also got 3 big shooters, because everything I've got is WYSIWYG.
Yeah.
So this one with the hard case, because it's covered, and it's... Yes.
Yep.
This has got 3 big shooters, because the guy with the gun sat on it, he's a big shooter.
Love it, you've got just a guy sat on the side there. I can't reach any further because my camera's plugged in right now, but you just see in their other side. I love it, it's awesome. Yeah, in the Bone Breaker we've got Big Mech Buzzgol.
Yes.
And
another Big Mech in Mega Armour with another custom force field.
Excellent, yes.
Because I didn't know what I had to write these lists yesterday.
Yeah.
As you'll be cut in. You'll see I have got no idea what I was facing, so I could have been facing lots of lasers.
Yep.
Which you decided that was in hospital.
Yeah, I should have brought... I could have chosen whether I wanted the las cannon to be out here or the heavy bolts to be out here, and I thought, well, I just need to kill models. I don't need to kill necessarily big vehicles and things to end the wave, so I'll get the heavy bolter out because it can kill more models theoretically, and then all of the vehicles turned up.
And I wasn't saying anything.
No. So,
finally we've got this guy who's got 1 big shooter, and it's a hard case, and we've got 2 custom mega cannons, big guns.
Big guns, yeah. It's worth pointing out as well the grots, because they don't almost count as models anyway in the game as far as the game's concerned. They're not going to count towards the model count for me having to kill stuff. So, essentially, in this one, you've got 14 models in this wave, so I need to kill 7. Unfortunately, a great many of those models are very large vehicles with lots of wounds, and I have essentially 1 tank and 1 melter gun to deal with them, so this is going to be interesting.
I'd apologise, but
no, exactly. It's fair enough. This part of the fun of this scenario is not knowing what on earth is coming next. So I love it. This will be interesting then. All right,
it's the theme. It's a theme. It's narrative. It's what would come next. It was
Yeah.
I'm going to hide behind the narrative flag.
Yep. Alright, well I already rolled to try and seize the initiative. So let's go into the Ork movement phase. And the movement is done. These battle wagons are rolled up towards the outpost. This one's skirting along the edge, trying not to get into the line of fire of the Met guns. And the Bonebreaker making its way towards these guardsmen, who right now are probably going, "Why us, Sarge? Why did it have to be us?"
I feel a little bit bad, but only a little bit.
Only a little bit, yeah. Right,
The last thing I want to do is wipe you out, but it is on the list.
Right, cool. So that's all the movement. Very simple. Straight into the shooting phase. Okay, decisions have been made. What's first?
Bad decisions, but decisions have been made. The looters in the back of here are going to shoot this squad up here. There's 5 of them. And so how many shots do we get? We get 2 shots each, 10 shots. They are heavy. They are in the back of a wagon with a special rule, but they don't get it. So I'm hitting on 6s.
Good.
They are blue, so I get to reroll one.
They're lucky in
Look
blue.
at all them 6s! So this one is because I'm lucky.
Wow.
No? So these miss because I moved, leaving 5 dackers for no more. So still 5 hits.
Very good.
Strength a lot, 7.
What's the AP on these things?
I believe it's -1, but we'll check anyway.
I will, because I want to take cover, I think, for another command point.
Would you like me to check? I'm sure it's -1.
I have my last command point left.
Oh, don't you restart again with fresh ones?
Do you know what? Why not? Let's do that. Okay, I've got 6 again, and I will spend 1 to because they are separate battles effectively. So yeah,
-1.
I've got all 6
right.
command points back, and I will spend 1 of them on take cover for the guys on the roof there. Keep a few more of them alive.
Okay, so strength 7.
6 at -1, but negated thanks to take cover. 4 up saves because we're in cover. 2 casualties. The rest are fine.
I like the way you call them casualties now rather than dead.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what they are, right? So, okay, I'm going to line these guys up along the edge of the table here to make our life easier later. Right.
Okay, so from the same battle wagon, I've got 3 big shooters. Now these do get a mobile fortress rule, so I negate the heavy weapon thing, so 5 and 6s. Strength 5. Strength 5, not double, so just the 1.
3 up save this time. Yep, fine.
Only other thing that I really want to shoot other things is these 2 separate units, but both of them are going to be shooting that, so I'll roll at the same time.
Cool.
They are separate units, I know, but they're the same thing.
Saves a bit of time.
I will shoot that at that. Just give me a second.
Okay, below that we are going to do the mech guns separately, just in case one of them outright kills the tank, because they're actually quite strong, these things. So, right.
So, how many shots? 2. Yay!
2 shots from the mech gun.
2 shots. Now, ballistic skill of 4 up because they're grots.
Do they, if you roll a 1 with these things, do they go kaboom in your face a bit?
A bit.
Okay, good.
No 1s, yay! But 1 hit.
1 hit.
1 hit, and it's minus a lot. -4. No, it's not. It's -3.
Strength 8.
Yep, strength 8.
4 to wound then. No wound. The tank crew breathes a sigh of relief.
And the other one, how many shots on that one? That's more likely.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Hitting on 4s.
6 shots in on 4s. Do grots get dacker?
I believe they do. Makes no difference. So, strength 8. That's a 3 around the corner. Sorry.
2 wounds, okay.
2 wounds, -3.
5 up save. No, 6 up saves, because I've got a 3+ save. I really wanted a 6 there, but no. Okay.
And 2d6 worth of damage, because, well, d6 each.
7.
7 damage.
Okay, it ain't dead, but that's nasty. That did a lot of damage. That's basically going to ensure that its ballistic skill is trash now on the Lehman Russ, which is bad, extremely bad news for me. So it's this battle wagon up next, firing its big kill cannon at the tank and its little guns at the infantry squad that stood in front of the tank.
Yep. So we'll do the big cannon first, because let's get the big stuff done. So heavy d6. 5. Excellent. 5 and 6s on this one because stuff. 1. I am blue and I am an orc. No,
Yep.
still didn't do anything. So 1 hit. Strength 8.
Wounds on a 4+. Yay. Damn.
-2.
One's 2. 5 up save. No.
2 wounds, flat.
2 flat wounds. Okay, it's got 3 wounds left, this tank.
Okay, and the big shooter into the unit above. Just shot into the air, made lots of noise. Okay, so this one, pretty much the same, but this one's got 3 big shooters.
Okay.
And they're going to shoot into them.
Right.
And the big cannon's going to go into the big cannon.
Okay.
So how many shots should the big cannon get? 4. I shall have that. Hitting on 5s and 6s again. With daka. So 1 hit.
Okay.
Strength 8.
4+ to wound. What'd you get?
It's a 3.
It's a 3. Big shooters at those gentlemen down there.
And there's 3 big shooters.
I will take cover with again.
These ones.
1 more command point spent. I've got 4 left for this wave.
So hit 5 times, no 6s. But I am lucky. Did I do that? I can't remember if I did it or not. Yeah, the internet will tell me later. So 5 hits. Strength 5. Toughness not 5. Look at them ones. So 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
No AP, so next roll.
4 up saves. In this case, 1 failed, 1 passed. Bone breaker next. Big lobber on the top there. That's firing up and over this building and trying to plonk a shell down there at that heavy weapons team with the heavy bolter. It doesn't need line of sight to fire with that. And the big shooter is going at the Bullgrins over there.
Okay, so D6 shots with the lobber for 3.
5s and 6s to hit. Oh dear, I completely missed.
That's fine.
Probably landed on the priest's church again. Like, small holes in the roof.
And big shooter hits once. I'm blue, so I'm rerolling. There we go. Hits still once. And strength 5.
Toughness 5, so it doesn't wound.
Bounced off.
Okie dokie.
Okay, that's shooting done.
So, charging then. Some of
Yes.
these might charge.
Some of these might charge. We measured this up. This is a 9-inch charge.
That is a 9-inch charge, yeah.
So, and being 9-inch charge, you can go and do one.
No flamethrower for me. Sad time.
So, let's roll for that one. And the other one, we'll measure up the distance between those guys.
Yep.
And we'll do that one as well.
Very good.
So, this one is going to charge into here.
Does he make the charge? Probably with here we go, but we'll
9
see.
inch. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, so close.
Do you get here we go on those things?
I think we do.
Probably, yeah.
I think we do. I can have a look.
It did fail. It turns out battle wagons don't have here we go, even though I was 90% sure they did. Well, there you are. Alright. There they don't go. Okay, so now this charge over here, although I will do the overwatch for that in a minute, although it's just a couple of las guns, so who really cares? Meanwhile, over here, we've got a 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Let's measure that up, see what you actually need.
I don't think 7's going to cut it.
Well, you never know. No, unfortunately, you're just out there really with the 7-inch charge, and unfortunately, even bone breakers don't get here we go either, so that's not getting re-rolled either. Weird. You'd think they do, but they don't. Right.
Unless it's been FAQ'd and I don't know.
Yeah. Okay then. Well, no successful charges this turn for the Orks, which is, you know, fate threw me a bone there, I think, hopefully. Anyway.
Next time.
Yeah, no morale. So, let's go into Wave 2, Imperial Guard, Turn 2.
Turn 1.
Turn 1. The title cards for the turns are going to be a mess in this video, I tell you. If I even bother to include them. Anyway, let's see if the Guard can fight back against all of this metal hurtling towards them.
You've only got 7 to kill.
Only 7, but look at them. Alright folks, my movement phase is done. There wasn't a lot of movement really. This line of guardsmen fell back a little bit to get further away from the bone breaker. The tank stayed put. I used jury rigging on it for 1 command point, so it's up to 4 wounds remaining instead of 3, which means it's out of its bottom bracket, which is going to be very useful, I hope. Bullgrins have stayed where they are because there might be characters coming in this direction. Over here, I was just very indecisive. I couldn't decide where to send the Bullgrins, so if I couldn't decide where to send them, I might as well leave them where they are. This infantry squad here with the melter guns moved up just a little bit to get in melter range of that. Well, not melter rule range, but within range to shoot it with the melter gun. And the flamers, well, the 3-man squad with the flamer in it has more or less stayed exactly what they were. Yeah, not a lot of great options here, honestly, but we're making the best of what we've got. So, psychic phase has been observed. We'll go into the shooting phase now, and I'm going to start with the Lehman Russ, which is going to be firing at the mech guns over there, and because I am so very, very desperate, I am going to split fire, and I'm going to fire the main battle cannon at the main battle cannon and both the heavy bolters at the first cannon, and then the last cannon at the second big mech gun. Basically, in the hopes that I can somehow get very lucky, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to do it that way around. So, it's now hitting on 5s, re-rolling 1s because it's damaged, but it did at least stay still, so it gets the re-roll 1s. So I'm going to start with the last cannon, hoping to get lucky with this. I don't.
It's not blue.
It's not blue. Then the heavy bolters on the other mech gun. 4s to wound. 2 wounds at -1.
-1. So I've got 6 up save. How many?
Just 2.
2. Yay!
Okay, 1 wound down on the first mech gun, and then the battle cannon, which is going to be firing twice because grinding advance. For 3 shots. Just kill me now.
Okay.
3 shots, hitting on 5s, rerolling 1s. I got 2 hits at least. And
Toughness 5.
Toughness 5, so 3s to wound. 2 wounds, AP -2.
Straight through.
2d3 damage for 4.
4. It's alive!
It lives. I haven't even killed 1 model with my tank. Ah! Alright. This squad here now are going to fire basically everything. They'll be ordered to first rank fire, second rank fire over the box. And they're going to fire everything at the battle wagon in front of them. Fired the las guns at the ones that could hit, that were in range, have fired at the mech gun. The rest fired at the battle wagon. No wounds caused either way. Now the melter gun against the battle wagon, hitting on a 4, rerolling 1s. It misses. Very good. Well, folks, to summarise the rest of the shooting phase, the guardsmen took aim. They tried to plink some shots into the valuable bits with their las rifles. But what can you do against armoured steel, really, when you've got las guns? In the end, we took a couple of wounds off this battle wagon here. It's got 14 left. And we took 1 wound off this battle wagon. And that's it. After all that shooting, that's pretty grim. So yeah, that's my shooting done. I have no charges, which means it goes back over to the Orks as they slowly, inevitably advance towards me in their massive steel vehicles. This is a tough one, folks. This is really rough. Okay, well.
It was a themed narrative list. Honest.
We didn't expect to have so little anti-tank left at this point, but here we are. Alright. Well, folks. Orks, wave 2, turn 2.
Yes.
Yes, there we go. Well, the movement phase is done. The wagons have moved in. The wagons are circling, but they're not my wagons that are being circled. It's yours.
Yeah, the thing is, yes, I could stand back and just shell you
Yep.
and whittle you down until you're all dead.
Yep.
That would be the sensible thing to do, but I'm Orks.
So, yeah.
So I'm playing as an Ork, and we are charging for it.
You're doing the Orky thing.
Because, yeah, it's the narrative thing to do. The Orks would charge if they've got something to charge with. So that's what they would do. That's what I'm doing. It fits a more narrative type of thing.
You put spiky bits on the front of them for a reason, after all, I suppose.
Yeah, because it looks pretty.
Yeah. Right then, so you start with the mech guns and the shooting.
Start with the mech guns, and I'm not going to start with this one because if we rolls badly and blows up and takes everything out. So I'm going to start with this one.
Okay.
So how many shots do I get?
2. Shooting at my big tank, of course.
Shooting a big tank. They got, so yes, I hit. Strength 8. No, that's not good, is it?
Strength 8. No, that's not. No, that's not going to do it.
So let's do the other one. How many shots?
1.
1. Command point. We don't do that.
Not in this scenario.
And it's a hit.
Very good. Dagger, dagger, dagger.
Dagger, dagger, dagger. Thank you. No, that one misses. And so, strength 8. Yay!
Does wound.
Minus luck.
Minus 3, so a 6-up save. Well, this tank may well be dead. Here we go. No 6-up for me.
D6. I like the red dice. D6 damage. 4.
4.
Just enough to finger a fudge.
That's exactly how many it had left. Does it explode? No. At least I didn't roll the 6 this time. So the tank is
It goes to the hospital. It's feeling ill.
well, yeah. The tank will I'll just leave it there for now as scenery.
It looks pretty.
But yeah, the crew are piling out, and it's no longer a factor. And we'll see what happens to it at the end of the wave. If I survive the end of the wave.
Yes, this might not be it might end here. It's not looking good, is it?
It's not looking great. I'll admit.
No, I do apologise a little bit. Okay, the looters got out. They fell out. It says, and they did move.
Mm-hmm.
So they have got how many shots? 3 shots each.
I've got how many command points left now? 4 left, I think, for this wave. I'll spend another one on.
I'm going to spend it on Daka.
Okey-doke. So you're spending one on more Daka. I'm spending one on take cover.
So I'm hitting on 6s, but 5s and 6s create more things.
Yeah. So even though a 5 is a miss, it's still an extra shot, which
Yes.
is strange, but it's
Strange but true.
It's strange but true. Yeah.
Okay, so 4 hits.
4 hits.
Strength 7. Toughness not 7.
3 wounds.
3 wounds. -1.
-1, so 4 ups. 1 removed as a casualty.
After all that.
You know what? I'm going to remove the sniper because he's just rubbish. There we go. Okay.
Okay, so these guys. I've got 3 big shooters, and they're going to go into these 3.
Okie doke.
Because they're just in the way now.
I'm going to take cover again, so that leaves me on 2 command points, I think. I'm losing track.
Okay, so I'm blue, so let's re-roll that first. And that many, a couple explode for another one, which is nice. So 5 hits in total. Strength 5, toughness not 5.
3 is the wound.
4.
Okay. This is 4 ups. 2 more casualties.
Okay, so we'll go into this one.
Right.
And let's just kill things. We'll kill the bulk, all the guns at the bulgrins.
Very good.
So D6 from the lobber for 6.
Ugh. Disgusting. Disgusting.
You know what? Some people accuse me of dropping dice, and if I was that good to be able to drop dice, then I would be great, but I'm not.
I know. That comes up in Battle Report Covenant sometimes, and I just sit there and I think, have you ever actually tried doing it yourself? It's not.
I have one hand, I can't do it. Right. Strength 5, so not them. Strength 5, not that one either, so just the one.
Just the one. AP? Any AP?
A little bit. No, I'll say no.
Okay. 2 up save then. Yeah, passed. It was a 5, so even if there was AP, it would be fine.
The lobber's in the index, and I can't be bothered to look.
Right.
3 big shooters.
Very good.
Uno.
1 hit. No wound.
No wound.
Right.
I should be doing the lucky thing, but it's so hard to remember when you're rolling lots of things.
Yes.
So I've just got these 2 guys to move, these two tanks to shoot.
Right, yeah. Next up, these 2 battle wagons here open fire. Both the same targets, the big shooters against this unit of guardsmen here. Only one of them perished. And
4 big shooters.
yeah. And 2
Ork shooting.
2 big cannons at the Bulgrins, and one of the Bulgrins has fallen.
Ork shooting at its finest.
Yeah. So we're still.
It made you
standing.
smile a little bit, didn't it?
It's just a tiny bit, just a wee bit. Just it was nice. It was nice. So, is that all of your guns?
That is all my guns.
Is all of your guns?
I have one more in there from the big mech.
Oh yes, you do. The mega blastery thing.
Shooting that on 6 as a hit and 1s and 2s. I hurt myself. A 3.
Okay.
Everybody.
So it just misses. No drama, just misses.
Makes a noise. Ah!
Yeah. Because bang. Yeah. Right then.
How am I going to kill them?
Yeah, it's a good question, isn't it? Throughout this turn, I've been looking at the table and thinking I should get all of my guardsmen on the roofs. It might be the only way I survive this. Charging vase, yeah. Bone breaker, no surprises for where that's going, I suppose.
No surprises. That's going to go into there. These are going to go into there. That is going to decide what happens, and that's going to go into him.
Very good. Alright, well, I'll quickly overwatch you right now with that flamer. How about that? 4 hits. And this will wound you on 5s. I got 2 wounds.
Cool.
2 4-up saves. Nope. Just a regular flamer.
1 wound.
Hooray! We got it down to 13, lads. Okay, I'm midway through doing the overwatch. The lasguns there did nothing to this bone breaker, unsurprisingly. Meanwhile, up here, I think we were to film the flamer doing that damage, didn't we? We did. This squad's lasguns did nothing, but the melter gun has actually hit, folks. I'm not making that up. We didn't just make that up off camera. I genuinely rolled it and it genuinely hit. My Imperial Guard melter guns are pretty good on Overwatch, as those of you who watch this channel for a long time will know. It seems to be a weird thing. Anyway, does it wound though? You're toughness 8 with that thing, aren't you?
Yep.
So, 4 plus to wound.
Because it's hard case.
It does wound. It rolled another 6.
Yay!
So, it's -4. So I'm assuming you don't get a save then.
Nope, and I'm not wholly within 9 inches of a custom force field.
You're not actually, yeah, that's a good point. So, yeah, this is 2d6, pick the highest for damage. 4. 4 damage.
I have some left. 12.
It's a start though. Well, folks, to summarise an awful lot of dice rolling and not a lot of results, this battle wagon here, he did alright. They ran over the one flamer that remained there, but these two totally failed. They didn't kill any guardsmen, amazingly, so...
The guardsmen bounced off.
Yeah, they're fine, it seems. So now we move on to the Bone Breaker, which is actually pretty lethal, because this thing hits on 2s in combat with its Death Roller.
Yes.
So, 6 attacks.
6 attacks, hit on 2s. 2 1s, obviously. It is blue, so I get to reroll. Oh, 1.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, painting in blue was not really a great idea, was it? Okay, so 4 hits. Strength a lot. Now, none of those are 1s though. And it is -2. 2 flat damage.
-2, which means they get no save. So that is 4. Both of these guys removed. Okay, chaps, fixed bayonets. We're going in. This many attacks from this squad, thanks to the sergeant with his chainsword. Hitting on 4s. 3 hits, well done. Now, wounding on 6s. Bother. Now, this squad up here as well. Typical, when you stop the camera, the cool stuff happens. These guys fixed bayonets, they got stuck in, and they put 2 wounds off this battle wagon here. Well done, chaps. In fact, they put 2 wounds on each battle wagon. It was amazing. I rolled 4 6s, but that one made it saves and that one did not. So, well done, gentlemen. Well done. You clearly poked it in the vital bits with your bayonets there. Okay, now that brings us to the end.
And I'll let you have another go.
Yeah. No morale as usual. Where are we going to run to, right? Like.
Yeah, there's battle wagons everywhere.
So.
Battle wagons as far as you can see.
Battle wagons, sir. Thousands of them. Anyway, so. Yeah, guard, wave to turn 2. Let's see what if we can put a dent in something. Alright, folks, it's the Imperial Guard at the end of the movement phase. Things are a little bit desperate, but I'm not giving up just yet. We don't really have a choice anyway. Where are we going to run to? So, this squad of stragglers, they've moved and advanced up onto the top of that building out of harm's way because, yeah, as has been astutely observed, if we're on the buildings, the vehicles can't really charge us.
Blow up the vehicles. Buildings. Blow up buildings.
So, yeah, these Bulgarians have moved up this way because they're going to try and batter one of these tanks in close combat. Probably this one because it's already damaged a bit. Elsewhere, everyone else pretty much just stayed put, I think. This heavy bolter stayed where it is because it's actually going to fire its rounds downrange at those looters over there.
So you've only got to kill 7 models.
Only got to kill 7 models. There's 5 looters there.
Morale is a thing, so you don't really know to wipe them out.
It's true. So then I just need to kill 5 looters and then 2 more things.
Can they survive this wave?
That's the question. Well, we'll see. All right.
Never give up. Never surrender.
Psychic phase has been observed. Shooting phase. We're going to start with...
Panic!
Don't panic! Don't panic! We're doomed! Right, the heavy bolter is going to shoot the looters. That's what's happening. It's hitting on 4s. It's re-rolling 1s because it stayed still, and the colour sergeant up there is going to order it to re-roll all of its hit rolls. So, boosh, re-roll the 1. Very good. 3 hits. Your toughness 4. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds, -1. You've got your lucky blue git save, haven't you?
Yeah, 6s all the time. None of them are 6s.
Alright, 3 dead looters. That's a good start. Let's move on to this squad up here. They have got, well, I'm going to order them to first rank, second rank fire, naturally. So let me get some dice for that. Alright, 12 shots from these gentlemen with their las guns, and on a 4+ with the laurels of command. Yep, we can order them to also take aim, which means that will be re-rolling all their failed hits.
What are you shooting at, sorry?
At your looters.
Those 2?
Yes.
Okay.
So, re-rolling all of these fails, because Cadians can do that if they stay still and are ordered to take aim on top, which is pretty sweet. So that gives me a fairly big chunk of hits, which will then wound on 5s. So that is, that's 5 wounds.
There we go.
1 is saved.
4 die.
But yeah, okay, the looters are wiped.
5. 2 more.
Just got to kill 2 more things, and then we can move on to the next wave, yay! Then we're going to move on to this squad here, who are going to shoot at something. By shoot at something, I mean the plasma gun is going to shoot something, and the rest of them are just going to kind of give moral support for the most part, I think, really. The plasma gun, firing 2 shots. He will order them to take aim. Yes, I think. On a 4+, he could order them to do something else. Yes, a 5. He will order them to re-roll 1s to wound, so bring it down. So the plasma gun will fire twice. That's a 1. We can re-roll that because we stayed still. Into a 2, so it misses, but he's not dead. This is strength 7, so 4 to wound. Damn, never mind. Then the 2 lance gunners. They hit 4 times. They wound not a single time. 4 5s, but I needed 6s. That sucks. I could order the guys in combat with the battle wagons to fix bayonets, and they get to fight in my shooting phase.
Ooh.
So I
do that.
They did a pretty good job last time, to be fair. So let's do that. I'll spend the final order on that. They've still got a radio down there, so they can do this. So they're going to fight again. The 6 of them. Yeah. 4 will go into this one, 2 into that one. So the 2 into the battle wagon on my right. 1 hit. And it does wound with a 6. Hey. It does a point of damage. Okay. Then the others, they get 1 hit. But they don't wound. But damage was done. Fair enough. And it was basically free. So I will take that. Now, have I got any gun left? I do. Atkinson himself, that's his name now. I give up. I can't remember what the other one was.
When you were naming him earlier, you did say that they end up with names that you remember.
They do, don't they, really? Anyway, Henry Ackermann is going to fire his plasma pistol overcharged at the bone breaker and basically hope that he doesn't roll a 1. I've got, how many command points have I got left?
There's a really good burns unit in the Apothecarium.
Yeah, that's true.
You will only die a third of the time.
I think I've got 1 command point left. I've got 1 left. I should probably save it for take cover. Alright, Atkinson. There you go. Overcharging your plasma pistol at the bone breaker. He hits. What a boss. Does he wound though? No. Oh, never mind then. Okay. That's all of my projectile weapons bar the stones I'm throwing at you and probably the harsh language as well. Maybe throwing the odd cigarette butt at you. We're getting a bit desperate here. So now we'll move on to the charge phase, where the Bulgrins and Priest are going to try and charge this battle wagon here. It's in combat already, so no overwatch. The Bulgrins, definitely in. The Priest, trying to follow him. He's also almost definitely in as well. Alright, we'll fight with the Bulgrins first. 5 attacks for the regular guy, 6 for the bonehead, thanks to that wonderful Priest nearby. Hitting on 3s.
Hey.
Not bad. Strength 7, so wounding on 5s against this one, unfortunately, but we'll try. That is 2 wounds. At -1. I think it's actually -1.
-1? So
Yeah, I think it's -1.
5 up. So 2 at 5 up. 2 more.
Flat 2 damage each as well,
Flat
so
2?
that's 4 damage.
Ooh, down to 6.
Down to 6! We're making progress, gents. Right, are you interrupting with anything?
Yeah, yes, why not?
Jolly good.
I'll use another 2. Let's interrupt with this one.
Okie doke.
To that one.
These guardsmen.
I get 6 hits.
6 attacks, hit on 5s because you're not a death roller battle wagon.
No, it's just a battle wagon. And blue. Okay, it looks black, but it's blue.
Yep.
So that many.
And then 2s to wound. 2 wounds. 2 5-up flak armor saves. 1 failed, 1 made. This guy is off to the hospital. Alright, the priest, Father Carmichael, he has his chainsword. He attacks 5 times with it thanks to his own abilities affecting himself. And he re-rolls all failed hits because he charged. And he hits on 4s, so... not bad. Not bad at all. 4 hits. He's only strength 3 though, bless him, so... 6 is to wound. He gets 2 wounds.
He's eager, that one.
Angry priest.
Angry priest.
I'll show you, you green-skinned scum. He'll teach you to blow up my church.
Any AP?
No AP at all, though.
Good. Good move.
2 more.
Very good lad.
Get in there, priest. Alright. Great stuff. Down to 4 wounds. Now you can fight back, sir.
I can fight back. The only one I can fight back is that one. And he is... he's still not on his lowest bracket, so it's D6 attacks.
Oh, actually, one moment. I think the sequencing is actually I have to fight now.
Of course you do, sorry.
Yeah.
So another wound, and you put him on his lowest bracket.
Okay, so I got 5 attacks, which
All
will
against that one?
be all against all against that one. Hitting on 4s. Oh god, you know what? I've forgotten this entire time. The priest gives them an extra attack as well. So let's throw another 5 in there.
He has only just turned up.
He has only just. He probably wasn't within 6 inches earlier. I hope. However, now that he's here, he's certainly made a difference.
Oh, that priest is really making a difference.
Yeah. So these will.
Toughness 8.
Yeah. So these are still wound on 6s. No wounds.
Oh.
Typical. All right. So now you can fight back, sir.
D6 attacks instead of D3. So
Okay.
D6 attacks for 4.
4 attacks. Hitting on
these
5 still?
Yeah, these are going to go against the Angry Priest.
Angry Priest, okay.
Because the Orks looked out and he looks the scariest. So against the Angry Priest, 5 and 6s. 1, 2, and that's a 3. So 2 hits.
2 hits on the Angry Priest.
2 wounds against the Angry Priest.
Very good. Yeah, there's a 4-up invulnerable save because he's got a Rosarius, just like a chaplain. He fails both of them though. So he takes 2 wounds. He's got 2 left. He's a 4-wound character, so...
4 wounds?
Yeah.
That frail old man?
That old man has 4 wounds. So yeah. Very good. That was an eventful turn. Right then. Again, no morale. For me, at least.
And no morale for me.
Because the looters are very much dead, yeah, so... okay. Orks, wave 2, turn 3, I think.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Good. Alright, it's the Orks movement phase for turn 3 of this wave. The Bonebreaker's gone straight for the hospital. It's just going to drive the Death Roller straight into the hospital itself, which, of course...
We're aiming for through.
Yeah. Of course, you can attack the hospital because it is a thing that can be attacked. So that's very amusing. Meanwhile, these two big mechs have hopped out, and I think they want to be getting up here to go clobber some of these UVs hiding up on the rooftops. Meanwhile, elsewhere, these battle wagons are being exceptionally orky and still remaining there to attempt to run over more guardsmen.
This big mech got out of here and healed one wound off that fella.
Yeah, so this one's back to full health, and this one...
One back up.
Yep.
What I am all putting the models on the table so they can be shot. Two more.
Yeah.
But yeah, just backed up a bit, and that's it for movement.
Right. Okay, so what's shooting?
What's shooting? These are shooting them.
Right.
Okay, so firing up there. 5s and 6s, and it's blue, so he's lucky. Didn't do anything. Again, have you noticed? Strength 5, toughness not 5. Yay!
Okay.
AP 0.
All 4-ups because we're on cover. Made 3 of them.
This gun and that gun are shooting at him. So
Yeah.
the lobber, how many shots?
This one I am going to take cover with because I'd like to keep this heavy bolter in circulation. So
Strength 5, AP 0. For 2 hits, a daka. Actually, I'm lucky, so
yeah,
that hit.
and then a
I'm
daka.
lucky. For 3 shots, 4 hits. Yay! I like that. Yeah, that's good. Strength 5, toughness not 5, and 3 wounds.
3 wounds. Any EP? No.
No, not on that.
Very good. 3 up saves then. I failed one anyway. It's still alive.
There is a big shooter that's shooting at you.
Yep.
And for 1 daka for 2 hits. Strength 5. Enough.
Okay.
No AP again.
3 up. Yeah, saves both.
Okay, so these guys. That one is going to shoot at... Ooh, what can he see? So this one is going to shoot at them.
Yeah.
For 2 shots. Hitting on 4s because we're grot controlled.
Oh dear. Okay.
That is a
never mind.
1 though. So things went wrong on that one, so I've done myself a wound.
Okay.
This one is shooting at those for 1 shot. Grot controlled. No!
Still misses. All right.
Well, they whiffed. Did 1 wound to myself and nothing to you. Great. I believe I've run out of guns. I've got 1 more.
Ah, you do. Yes.
1 from there, 2 up here.
Squad up there. Right.
Yeah.
Jolly good.
Overheats on 1s. Doesn't overheat and doesn't hit.
Very good.
I'm lucky because I'm blue. I keep forgetting that. Look at that. I get it now.
Nice.
And
Lots.
strength 8.
Never mind. Right. Pretty unlucky there with the shooting. Not that I'm going to complain, but... all right.
Okay,
Then.
so we're going to have to see who's in the hospital from last time because casualties this time don't count.
So basically...
There's no tank in there yet.
No, there isn't.
So this guy is going to charge the hospital, but we'll work out who's in there for Overwatch.
Yeah.
These 2...
Yes.
Could I'll do them separately, but he's going to go into those first.
Right.
And we'll decide where he's going.
Okay, well I will... Do you know what? I don't think they can actually see him.
I don't think so either.
So they're not going to overwatch him.
So, for the big mech in mega armour, 2 dice. 2 dice. A 1 and a 3.
Here we go.
So in both, yeah. Live dangerously. See?
Yeah, there you go.
He's in. And Buzzgarb, he's going to go to the top.
Right.
And again, I don't think you can see me.
There we go. And Buzzgob.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
He's got extra limbs to get himself up there.
Yeah, he's just climbing up there with the servo arms and stuff.
And I'll have to
who are you charging? Was it these guys and him or
just those guys? Because I forgot about him.
Right, I'll heroically intervene then. In that case, I've got a power fist. I'll use it.
Yeah. That was probably a costful. Forget. Never mind.
Yeah. Well.
Any more charges? No, those 3. That's it. So we'll work out the Overwatch on that, and we'll get back to you.
Right, hospital Overwatch. A building is going to Overwatch, folks. It's the first time I've ever seen it happen. All right, folks, we've consulted the notes. We now know which models are inside the hospital that can fire Overwatch, because you do this on a model basis. It's not just like they fire las guns out of there. They actually fire whatever gun they had when they went in there with. So basically, we've got one las cannon, 2 missile launchers, and a bunch of las guns. So the las cannon first doesn't hit. The 2 missile launchers firing crack missiles do not hit. And then the las guns, none of them hit either. All right. Well,
they are shooting through walls and things.
That was a lot of note checking for not an awful lot. There we go.
Could have been spectacular.
It could have been amazing. It wasn't though. Right. Jolly good. Well, that charge is pretty much a given, isn't it?
Yes.
Orky fight phase. We started with Buzzgob, and he.
4 attacks.
Yeah.
12 attacks.
He. Did we start with Buzzgob? We
Did we start with him?
Yeah, and just like making sure I got that the right way around. And yeah, he only killed 2 of the guardsmen in this squad, amazingly. So 2 of them still live. And in case I forgot to mention it on video, I think I did, but yeah, the colour sergeant has heroically intervened with his power fist. So
that could be a mistake. This guy gets 3 attacks against that with his power claw. Which is unworldly.
Big mech and mega armour hitting the heavy bolt.
4s.
Yeah, 4s to hit.
Lucky.
2 hits.
Strength a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Minus a lot.
Minus a lot. If it's more than -1, then
-3.
It's -3. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is removed.
-3 D3.
Not much of a surprise there.
And he's going to consolidate up.
Up. Right.
Just in case.
Hello. Okay. Yeah, it's about 3 inches up, I think. So yeah, that's bang on the money.
Okay, so 6 attacks from the Bonebreaker.
The Bonebreaker, yes, attacking the hospital.
Because why not?
As it drives through this corner wall here, and all the guys inside frantically take up weapons to shoot at it.
Okay, so hitting on 2s. Strength, toughness of that.
The toughness of it is 8. So that's quite a few wins, isn't it?
4.
It has a 3+ save.
-2.
-2. All right, so it's got 5 up saves in the building. It makes 1 of them, and that was how much damage each?
That is 2 damage each.
So 2, 4, 6. Right, it takes 6 damage, and it's now got 8 wounds left.
Still spinning, so I'll carry on spinning it.
Yep, you've taken out quite a few hospital beds and the wall and all sorts of stuff. There's pandemonium inside there right now, I'm sure, and the priest is going to be absolutely furious with you.
Yeah, he's going to go for it.
Oh dear. Okay.
That is it for charging units.
Right, okay, so have you got something to fight with that you didn't charge? You do.
Yes, many things.
Alright, this battle wagon is trying to run over the priest again, and you rolled a 6 for his d6 attacks, so it's like a full health battle wagon all of a sudden.
5s and 6s.
The driver is incensed right now.
1.
Okay.
I am lucky.
You are lucky.
Yeah.
Not that lucky though.
Sorry, 1 wound.
1 wound, 1 for...
Oh, no, I've got a wound, sorry.
Oh, you haven't done the wounds yet?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
This is how much
I've wounded.
attention I pay when I'm filming, folks. Alright, so you did wound, and 1 for Rosaris.
He's going to survive.
He does fail the save, but he is still alive with
1 wound left.
1 wound remaining. Priest is going to attack. He didn't charge this turn, so actually he discards one of those. I think that's how that works. No, he just doesn't. No, he does have 5 attacks. He just doesn't get to re-roll them because he didn't charge this turn. So 5 attacks, hit on 4s. He gets 3 hits, and he wounds you once.
Good lad. Any AP?
No AP at all. No, it's just a regular.
Hey!
Hey, he doesn't have the point of damage. Angry priest.
I shouldn't be cheering that, should I?
An orc can respect strength. To be fair.
Frail man. Whacking it with his walking stick.
Yep.
That looks like a chain. So.
Okay. So there's another version you can get which actually does have a big stick. But anyway, this battle wagon now going to run over some more guardsmen.
And I'm lucky because I'm blue. Nope. 4. Yep.
5 up. Flak armor save, which we do make. Hooray! And then it's the Bulgrins. So that this time it's going to be 4 attacks for the regular guy and 5 for the Bonehead. Because we didn't charge this turn, so no avalanche of muscle. Hitting on 3s. And yeah, wounded on 5s. 1 wound. -1.
Got through.
2 more damage.
1 wound left.
Oh man. Okay. Guardsmen. Guys, fix bayonets, lads, because this time it really counts.
Come on, Guardsman, you can do it.
And they
Only Guardsmen can do it.
They all get an extra attack because of the priest. So, there's 5 Guardsmen left. 10 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Let's drop dice, don't count. I'm re-rolling you. Damn you.
Still a 2.
And now wounding on 6s. No, didn't get a single one.
Oh, shame.
Damn. Right, that's all of the things. All of the things fought. Oh, except for up here. I almost forgot. Right. These 2 guardsmen up here. The radio man has a single attack. The sergeant has 3, because he has +1 base attack and +1 for his chainsword. 1 hit from them on Buzzgob. 1 wound on Buzzgob.
And a 4 up save. Nope.
1 wound taken off Buzzgob.
Yes, 5 left.
Well done, Sarge. Now the colour sergeant who intervened, he is a platoon commander rules-wise, and I don't know how many attacks they get or what they hit on, so let's check. Alright, smacking Buzzgob 3 times with that power fist and hitting on 4s as he does it. 1 hit. Strength 6, so wound on a 3. Yep, does wound. -3.
-3. I don't know if I've got an invuln.
Ooh.
Don't think I do. Nope.
Alright.
I have a custom force field, but that's for shooting.
Yeah. Alright then, D3 damage then. 1.
Oh.
Bit of a shame.
There's 4 left.
4 wounds left on Buzzgob. There we go. And that truly is now in fact the end of the fight phase. And once again, no morale. So, there you go. That's the end of the turn. That's it. Whose turn is it right now? I can't remember. I think it's... Was it guard turn 3?
Yeah, it's yours, because I was thinking about coming out. Yeah, it's yours. Definitely yours.
Yes, it's my way. Okay, guard turn 3 coming up next then. This is you get into protracted fight phase. I genuinely forget whose turn it is sometimes. So.
2 models to go. That's on 1 wound. That's on 1 wound.
Yeah.
It's doable.
There's a chance I could punch Buzzgob again with a power fist as well. Alright, okay, it's not impossible at all by any stretch of the imagination. So, alright, turn 3 Imperial Guard, let's go. It's the Guard turn 3's movement phase, nothing has moved. The end. I thought about bringing that squad out of combat to fire the melter gun at something, but there's nothing I can kill with the melter gun.
We've measured to try and get over there.
We tried to get them over there to shoot at one of the mech guns, but they can't quite get the melter gun in range. I would be able to fall back and fire with it because I can give them an order to do so with Atkinson up there, but there's nothing I can get arranged to actually shoot and kill. I could shoot that battle wagon, I could shoot that battle wagon, I could even shoot the Bonebreaker, but none of them would I kill in a single turn, so I don't really care so much. Because I've still got to kill 2 models. One of them could potentially be Buzzgob. The other will probably maybe be the...
It's not about you've got nothing to shoot.
I've got nothing I can shoot the mech guns with, annoyingly, but that battle wagon's on 1 wound left and it's got a bunch of Bulgrins trying to beat it to death. So that's almost certainly dead. And that leaves me needing to kill only 1 more thing. So... by leaving them in combat here as well, it means that this battle wagon is not firing any of its guns next turn, additionally. And so it's a question of really, do I want to be able to fire a melter gun this turn or stop that from shooting me next turn? I think I would rather stop that from shooting me next turn, honestly. So, that is why nothing has moved. That's a very long explanation, but there it is. So, as for shooting, we do have some gentlemen with pistols. Let's do pistols first, shall we? So up here, the sergeant's got a last pistol he's going to shoot Buzzgob with. He hits. He doesn't wound. The colour sergeant also has one that he didn't move in his movement phase, so he can re-roll that. And he does hit with it. Does he wound? No. The priest has one. He can.
It's an angry priest.
Yeah, angry priest. He can fire his last pistol at the battle wagon. He misses though.
It's there, right in front of him.
It's right in front of him, but he did in fact somehow miss that entire tank with his last pistol. What else have we got? Lasguns shooting battle wagons effectively, I think, is all it comes down to. Pretty much. Alright, summarise a lot of the shooting that just took place. Lasguns plinked off a couple of wounds of that battle wagon. Just the one, actually, in fact. It's got 13 left. This little squad here and Atkinson with his plasma pistol. Did they take any wounds off the Bonebreaker in the end?
Nope.
Not a single one. No, haven't scratched it.
It is in combat with a hospital. But we decided that doesn't really count.
Yeah, we decided that doesn't count as being within an inch of an enemy model. So, right, that brings us to the fight phase, basically. And before the colour sergeant gets biffed in the face and dies from, either Buzzgob or the other big mech there, he's going to fight first. 3 attacks, hitting on 4s with his power fist. He gets 1 hit again. He's going to wound on a 3. The table, let's try again. He does wound, AP -3, so no save again. D3 wounds, you won't kill him. For 2. So Buzzgob's got 2 wounds left. As it turns out, you don't have enough command points left to actually interrupt. I thought you did.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I should have been making a note.
Probably.
And yes.
Well, anyway.
We'll say no. We'll say I've got 1 left.
Alright, yeah, the assumption is, you don't have 2 left at least. So, in that case, this sergeant and this trooper here are going to try and bring down Buzzgob. You never know, it might happen. Hitting on 4s. 1 hit. It's not going to happen. It will wound you on a 5. It does wound you though.
Saves on a 4.
No.
1 wound.
1 wound remaining on Buzzgob. It's not bad, I guess. Right. Now then, I want to give the priest a chance to kill it first before I try the Bullwins. I really do. So he's going to get 5 attacks against it. That wasn't so good this time. I think he might be running out of steam. I think he needs a little.
He's an old man.
He's an old man. He needs a bit of a lie down. Does he wound it? No, he doesn't. Okay. Well, he tried. So now the Bullgrins. Hitting on 3s. And wounding it on 5s. They get 1 wound, -1.
4. So it's 5 and 6s.
Nope.
Goes through 2 wounds.
It's dead. Does it explode?
Be nice.
It would.
No.
Oh, I couldn't quite see on the street on the screen there. I thought for a second it might have been a 6, but no. Okay. The battle wagon is gone. That means we now only need to kill 1 more model.
These guys get to attack him.
Yes. Well, technically we should have been alternating here actually, but so far it hasn't made a difference. I mean, you could have tried
I'm going to alternate now then. Let's
yeah.
This is going to attack that 6 times.
You technically probably could have attacked with the battle wagon there, I think. Wait, no, hang on. Yeah, no, you could have. So,
okay.
If you want to retroactively run something over with that
yeah, let's retroactive against hit the priest with D3 for 3.
3, okay.
5 and 6s again. No.
Okay, so no difference in the end, but it was worth going back to check that.
Okay, so
now your battle wagon.
Yeah, we'll do that. We totally messed this up, didn't we? They're going to attack them. 5 and 6s. I had blue, so I get to reroll. That one was blue, but I forgot. So 3 hits. 3 wounds.
Okay. 3 flak armor saves. I didn't make a single one. 3 more troopers go down as casualties.
Excellent, I'm freed up.
You are. One thing to note before we move on. I could have left a guy alive to tie up the battle wagon. Alternative, and maybe I still should have, but alternatively I'd have to kill off my Voxcaster or my Melter Gun, and the Voxcaster is my means of buffing that Melter Gun. I don't know if... You know what? Would you let me go back and change that? Because, thanks dude. I'm going to leave you over here like that, and the Voxcaster's going to die instead. Because I really should leave that thing tied up so it's not shooting me. It's got a lot of nice nasty guns on it, so... Anyway, now... Big Mech.
Big Mech, the Claw.
Big Mech the Claw himself.
That's me. Attacking 3 times, hitting on 4s. Yay.
Alright.
Oh, I'm lucky. I'm blue.
You are lucky.
Yay.
See? Yeah.
Remembering sometimes works. Strength. Many.
Yeah, that's still going to wound.
Yeah. -3.
-3.
D.
I don't think platoon commanders have refractor fields, so I think that's just no save at all.
D3. For 1.
For 1, okay. He's got 3 wounds left on the Gallow Sergeant.
Okay, Buzzgov knows he's there now.
Yep.
So
he's noticed someone repeatedly punching him in the back.
He's noticed him. So the extra mech arms are going to spin round and do lots of damage. Hitting on 2s.
Toughness 3, yeah. Toughness human.
So 3, 6, 7. 7 wounds, no AP.
5 ups.
Ooh.
Alright, okay, that's not bad. 3 go through though.
Ah.
And I think that probably kills him anyway. But
it was close. It was heroic and close.
It was a valiant effort. He's off to the hospital. Possibly. We'll see what happens at the end of the wave. When this wave finally ends. Oh,
one more model.
One more model. That's all I need. But bloody hell. It's there are no easy targets, are there? And it's your turn coming up next as well, so right, yeah, you've consolidated into there, and that's all of the fighting done, isn't it, I think?
Yeah.
Yep. So right, that's the guard's turn 3 done. We are one small step closer to finally seeing off this wave of attacks, but now it's the Ork's turn to retaliate. Oh, I almost forgot. The Bonebreaker can continue trying to demolish the hospital.
Oh yeah, because he's still in combat, even though it's a hospital.
Yep.
So, hitting on 2s.
Indeed.
Yay! Strength 8, toughness 8.
Yes. That's pretty good, actually.
5 saves.
What's the minus on this thing again?
-2, 2 wounds.
5 up saves. We make 1, so another 2, 4, 6, 8 damage goes in.
It's strength +1. I forgot that. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Well, you've destroyed it anyway.
Have I?
You have, yeah. It has 8 wounds left. You completely demolished the hospital, which means that I have to roll disembarkation dice type stuff for everyone who was inside it, and probably for the guys on top as well, to be fair. So
I really want to put that side, but
yeah. Okay, this is actually going to be kind of complicated, so I might have to do this off camera. Well, folks, the hospital has been destroyed. The church is in ruins. The priest is just incandescent with rage. And these are the guys that were inside, plus the guys who were up on the roof. Now, oh, if you'll permit me, that was almost very stupid, that right there.
Almost.
So basically, we have to, according to the scenario rules, you roll a dice like as if you're disembarking from a destroyed vehicle for every person who is listed as in the hospital, which we did. I also decided to do it for the guys who were stood on top of it because that just made sense. In the end, we actually only lost 2 guardsmen in total. But what this now means is that everyone who was in the hospital is now deployed in the ruins of it. And all of the guys who are wounded, they have a -1 to hit because, you know, they're wounded still. And now I will have to, at the end of this wave, designate another building to be my new field hospital, which will obviously be this one.
Then we get to blow it up again.
So, right, for now, in a way, that has kind of done me a favour, because I now have 2 missile launchers and a las cannon on the field, albeit they'll be hitting on 5s. But that's better than no las cannons and no missile launchers at all. So,
We've got more things to...
yeah. So the Bonebreaker has successfully demolished the church, but everyone who was inside is now actually playable on the field, so... Okay. That's interesting. Where on earth were we before all this nonsense started to happen?
That was the end of your turn. So
it was,
this is
yes.
the start of my turn.
Okay, so, right. I think I nearly ended the turn there and forgot that. So yeah, all right. Well, we're off into the Orcs' turn 4 or something. I've lost count at this point, but it's the Orcs' turn again, as they confront the mess in front of them that they've made. Well, folks, it's the end of the Orcs' movement phase, and yeah, this battle wagon has finally backed off. There's only one guy left for him to run over, which is apparently quite boring, and possibly also admiring the spectacle of this building that's crashing down.
Get out of the way.
So...
That driver's a madman. Mad Ork.
Yeah. Speaking of this driver, he's driven up round the side here to basically put himself between all of this lot and the characters up there, who very shortly probably will not be in combat for much longer on account of them only fighting 2 troopers. So, yeah, what do you want to shoot?
He's got a pistol. He'll shoot one of those.
Very good. That's a hit.
That's a wound.
That is a wound. What sort of pistol is it? Just a
slugger.
Alright, cool. 5 up. Hey! Flak armor save. Actually, it would have been technically a 4 up because we're in cover up there, but you know.
Yeah. Okay, so these two, I'm going to shoot them all one at a time anyway. So, that one.
Shooting the Allgrins.
Shooting the Allgrins. How many shots? 2. Hitting on 4s because they're grot controlled. Yay! Daka daka daka. Yay! 3 hits from 2 shots. I love it. Strength 8. Toughness not 8.
Yeah. 2 wounds then.
Yep, 2 wounds.
-3.
-3.
So 5 ups on the slab shields. I fail both.
Fail both. D6 each. So neither of them are got. So first one gets 3 wounds. That's a 6. The second one gets 3 wounds because
both Bullgrins totally wiped out. Okay.
I want more guns this way to shoot the priest because he's mad.
Yeah. All right then.
Alright.
Put the priest out of his misery.
Well, I can't shoot the priest because he's a character, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But he's closer to the other mech gun than anything else. He's the closest.
I fired both mech guns.
Oh, did you fire both?
Yeah, I'm sure I did.
I thought you said you were only firing one at a time.
I did.
I'm losing the plot, folks.
Let's go back on the video and let's have a check because I'm sure I did.
I was right. You did only fire one of them.
I was getting excited.
Yeah. I shouldn't be that pleased because my priest is now about to die. But you know.
Yeah, he's the nearest one. Oh, why not go for that mad priest? So, how many shots from the other fella? 1.
Okay then.
Got controlled. Missed.
Lucky priest. All right then.
Okay, all 9 shots coming from here. I'm going to go to these last 2. 5s and 6s.
Gunning down that.
I'm lucky for 1.
This poor guardsman.
I've got 2 dakas. Which did nothing, so 3 hits. Strength 5, toughness not 5. Yeah. Who knows?
Just the one.
Just
okay.
one. Lots of noise. Just
to be fair, it makes sense to try and get rid of the melt gun. So 5 up save. No. This guy cops it.
Let's get rid of the melting gun. So this big shooter is shooting in the back of his head.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to go and shoot. That's a separate unit, isn't it?
Yeah, the last cannon's by itself. So
yeah. So the lobber's going to go lob the last cannon.
Very good.
Last cannon's scary.
It is a little bit.
So lobbers get D6 shots for 2. That's not very good. Okay, and 2 dice. Yeah, 2 5s.
2 5s.
So strength 5, toughness
3.
1. Who knew?
Just the one.
No AP.
No AP. So 4 up for being in the ruins of the hospital, which we pass anyway.
Yeah.
On a 5. Nice. Okay. Last cannon lives.
And the big shooter is going to the back of his head.
Yep.
Daka. And I'm lucky, so I'd have done that first.
Yep.
So 2 hits. Strength 5, toughness not 5, so that is good. No.
Just the one. I don't have any command points left, so I can't take over at this point. So a 5 up. Nope. Metal guns finally toast.
So that's it for shooting.
Yeah.
So hitting,
Punching. Clobbering. Crumping.
So the first, any charges? 2.
I assume the Death Roller's charge or
Death
something?
Roller's going to charge them.
Okay, easy enough. I shall overwatch you with my mighty lasguns and a plasma gun, to be fair. Tell you what, plasma gun will overcharge. And die. Wait, no, he didn't move in his movement phase, so technically he can reroll a 1 and he misses. But he's not dead, that's the important thing.
He's in the hospital. No, that's no longer a hospital.
And then the lasguns to 4, 6, 8. Just lasguns, why am I even bothering? But I did get 2 hits, weirdly enough, so...
All 6s again?
No. Okay, there we go. Sorry everybody, wasted your time with that one.
Yeah. 4, I'm seriously in.
Definitely. Totally and utterly in.
And because of weird 40k mechanics, that'll work.
That will work. Swerving into them. Like fishtailing into the guys.
Any more charges? Does that want to charge them? No, because it's pumping out DACA and doing stuff, so yeah, he'll stay there.
Right,
so that's it for charges.
Very good. Okay, so to summarise the fight phase there, the Big Mechs clobbered those 2 remaining troopers, and that entire 5-man squad with a plasma gun in it were all mulched to death by the Death Roller. Although, funnily enough, they might not actually be dead due to the rules of the scenario. I don't know how they survived that, but hey, if they did. And then the battle wagon consolidated into this squad of 4 here, and the missile launchers, and Henry Ackermann over there. And combined, they managed to plink 2 wins off the battle wagon. So well done them, as they fought back.
But he does tie them up.
Yes, he does tie them up. Those missile launchers will not be shooting, which is not great news for me, obviously. So that is the end of the turn. And because I've got no morale and you've got no morale, so yeah, interesting. I am incredibly close to potentially getting this, but it comes down to effectively 1 dice roll. Basically, it comes down to can the las cannon kill one of them. The odds are not in its favour. It will be hitting on a 5+, and I'm not within range really to order it. Well, I suppose I could probably move Atkinson around to do that. So I could make it reroll 1s. No, I could make it reroll all fails to hit except for 4s because of the rerolls before modifiers and stuff. I need to think. Guard turn, whatever it is at this point coming up next. The movement phase is done. Not an awful lot of movement, basically just guys falling out of combat with the Death Roller. And I did say that the missile launchers wouldn't be firing this turn. That was not, strictly speaking, true, because for some reason I've been playing Imperial Guard for about 2 years now, and I still sometimes forget that you can order units to fire after falling back with the get back in the fight order, which is what we're going to be doing. Henry Ackermann has fallen back to get right next to the missile launcher teams and the las cannon team, and he's going to order the missile launcher teams to get back in the fight. On a 4+, you can give them another order, which he does, which will be to re-roll hit rolls of 1 with take aim. So yeah.
And they are wounded.
Yeah, so they will be hitting on 5s and re-rolling 1s. They're both going to fire crack missiles over there at the Met gun that is damaged and on 1 wound left. So this could end the wave right here, right now. So no, they both miss. The missiles go snaking off into the distance. Yeah,
It's been run over by hospital and battle wagons. Give them some slack, sir. Give them some slack.
Dazed and Confused probably doesn't quite do it justice right now, but we'll have a go with the las cannon team now, and he's going to use his second order toward them to take aim, and they didn't move, so they can re-roll hits. Is basically they can re-roll this 1 hit roll if it doesn't hit, unless I roll a 4. Because of rerolls before modifiers and stuff. Because they have a -1 to hit, because they're wounded, but they can re-roll 1s, 2s and 3s because of the order.
Good luck, sir.
Here we go. Alright.
Yay.
They hit. They got a 5. That's the hard part done. Now, what's the toughness of that thing?
Not a lot. Less than you, I think.
I'll be wounded on a 3. Unless your toughness 4 and you're wounding you on a 3.
Toughness 5.
Yeah, so 3 to wound. Oh no.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Rolled a 2.
Oh! In fact, yay!
Yeah. Right, okay. That's me in awful lot of trouble now.
So close.
Oh no. Alright, let me think. Okay, to summarise the rest of my shooting phase, everything else, including Atkinson with his plasma pistol, fired at the death roller. He overcharged, he hit, he wounded, he did 2 damage to it, so well done him. In the middle there with his plasma pistol, refusing to yield. The only thing I forgot actually is the priest, just over there with his las pistol. So he hits, he doesn't wound though. So yeah, that's all of my shooting done. We were this close. We were this close, guys. Oh dear. Alright, well, no morale for me, no morale for you. Yeah.
Do I get to shoot and butcher again?
Yeah, you do. The clobbering will continue in the Orks' turn coming up next. Well, folks, that's the end of the Orks movement phase. As you can see, they've all closed in for the kill, pretty much. Big Mechs have jumped down here.
They advance, so they're not charging.
Big Mech, the Claw there himself, is going to go after that mad priest.
He would, but he advanced.
Oh, he advanced, right, never mind then.
So he's just going to blow him away.
It's certainly on his to-do list. And the other one's hopped down here and is standing on the Lehman Russ, since the Lehman Russ is effectively part of the scenery now.
Some good bits in it.
Yeah. Busy looting.
Some gubbins that we want.
He also healed back all that damage I did on the bone breaker.
They both did. They both did. One's got a flat 3 because he got shiny gubbins. The Fig Opera and the other one had D3.
Yeah, so all that damage I did with my las guns and plasma pistol has been undone, unfortunately. But I had to try, right? So
I've got a couple of gubbos that could put some more on if you want.
Shut up.
I forgot about those.
So yeah, this is how things look. This might be the end, unfortunately, because those missiles and that last cannon just had to miss.
You had your chance. You had your chance.
You did. All right, brace yourselves, guys. Hold on to your butts. I think we'll be back with, honestly, just the aftermath of the shooting phase. We'll see if anything is still left standing. Folks, we join you mid-shooting phase at the moment, where the las cannon team is already dead as fire pours into the ruins here through the smoke and flames and rubble. Meanwhile, over here, we have a priest. And Big Mech here, Big Mech the Claw, he already fired at him, right?
He's already fired.
And missed.
Yeah.
So now...
I thought I was going to be clever and shoot him with the big guns.
Yes.
But
unfortunately...
I also picked this one first with 1 wound left.
So basically, if you roll a 1...
He gets on a die and you win.
Yep. So, in spite of my best efforts, the Orks going to accidentally give me the win for this.
Okay, so I roll for 2 shots. So 2 shots. Not a 1!
Okay, good. Well,
but it's Decker. It's just 1 hit. Strength 8, toughness not 8.
2 wound. 1 wound.
1 wound minus a lot.
Right.
Minus 3, I believe.
He has his 4 up Rosarius, so basically does his faith in the Emperor cause him to survive this somehow? I don't know. No, the priest is gone.
D6 wounds, I'm not going to bother already, he's just vaporised.
He is, well, he's removed as a casualty, technically speaking, but yeah, he's gone. So
I didn't want him running up there and killing him.
No, I thought this would have been awesome, but he could have run up onto the top of the tank and smacked Buzzgob in the face with his chainsword and won it that way, which would have been amazing, but never mind.
Never mind.
That's not how the dice fell.
I do have another one to shoot, so we'll do that off camera and we'll let them.
Yeah, we'll come back to see how many more guards have been dead. Well, the other mech gun opened fire and killed off both those remaining missile launcher teams.
It was a fuzz.
It went fuzz. And Yeah, after that footage, that brings us to the end of the orc shooting phase with this basically is all that's left standing. These guardsmen, that commanding officer. With bayonets and some guts behind them. So, it's now your charge phase. What would you like to do?
Okay, this one is going to charge those two.
Okay, this squad and the commander, Atkinson. He'll fire his plasma pistol at you in Overwatch, and he'll miss. And the other gentleman here will fire the lasguns at you and get no hits.
It's huge and it's really close.
I think they can re-roll those ones because it didn't move in the preceding movement phase. 1 hit. There you go. No wound though. It didn't even finish rolling and I already called it. That's how that's how sure I was.
And 5 easily gets through.
Easily gets in there. Alright. So
He's going to bulldoze his way through there.
very good. That'll be another 8 lasgun shots coming your way, sir. We get 1 hit, which doesn't wait. Do continue. Lovely.
It's got a dozer blade.
Right.
And this one is going to go for these two, if I can get in.
I mean, I'm going to say you can bulldoze through that.
Yeah, it's rubble at the end of the day, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It was destroyed, so it shouldn't be there.
So, yeah, this one guy with his lasgun overwatches and misses. Both of them. Oh, okay. The other one too. Hits once.
He's keener.
Doesn't wound. So yeah, move that out of the way, and in you go.
A roll, haven't I?
Yep.
Carried away. The other is actually a 6. If I can fetch it out from underneath that tank.
There you go. Brilliant. So there you go. Where would you like to start killing my poor guys?
We'll leave that one to the last because it's the most gruesome.
Right, good. Okay.
So this one into him 6 times, hitting on 5s and 6s.
Very good. No hits.
I'm lucky.
So you get 1 hit, yeah.
1 wound.
1 wound. Flak armor, save me. No. There goes one of them.
Are they separate units? They are, aren't they?
I believe so, yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 in each. So him
Okay.
gets away with it.
And the other gentleman?
Not quite.
Just is not nearly as lucky.
And I am lucky, so
You know, this guy's really unlucky. Okay, right.
3 wounds.
3 flak armor saves. The Emperor protects. Not nearly enough though. There goes him. Okay. Now the death roller doom.
The death roll of doom. What we're going to do? How many wounds this fella got?
He has 4.
He has 4. So 2 attacks against him with flat 2 would kill him. So I'll have 2 against him and 4 against his mates.
All right.
So
Gonna try and go for the grand slam there and get all of them.
let's go. So 4 guys hitting on 2s. Yes. Strength 9, as we should have been doing.
Yep.
Yes. AP -2.
On who is this? The guardsman?
These guys. Yeah.
Right. In that case, that's them. That's 2 of them gone. That was 2 wounds you got right over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right.
No,
And
it's 4.
was it 4? All right. Well, they're all gone then.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure, it's 4.
Sorry. I
think this is academic now.
Yeah, it is a bit,
this
really.
guy's going, yeah, that's going in there, hitting on 2s. I get 1, he lives. And wounding on 2s.
Wounds. He does have a 5-up refractor field, which he doesn't make.
2 damage.
So he lives on 2 wounds remaining. Atkinson's not quite dead yet. Right. And now...
Get 5 back.
Yeah, so he'll fight back with his trade sword, by which I mean his pointy stick. He gets 4 hits. He doesn't wound you though. Those other 3 guardsmen over there, fighting the other battle wagon, they get 3 hits. And 1 wound.
Saved.
Saved. And then this lone remaining guardsman here.
He's a hero. He's
He misses.
yeah, he's tired. he came here to this outpost from another one.
Yeah. He ran all the way here, then got wounded, and then his hospital collapsed down around him, and then he's fighting a battle wagon.
Bad day.
He's had a very bad day. Right. Okay, so that's the end of the turn. Right?
Yeah, you get to fight back. Yeah, it's your turn now.
Yeah. Here we go. Guard, somehow pull this out of the bag, maybe. Folks, I've just done my movement. I have 5 models left. And this is what's happened. Now, I wanted to move these guys round, fall out through here, try and then order them to fire again at Buzzgob up on there, and try and kill him because he's got 1 wound left, and then end the assault.
We measured it and measured it again.
Couldn't make it work. Couldn't make it so that he was closer than the death roller. So what I've done instead is everyone has moved here to cover the retreat of Atkinson, who is running off in this direction. He's basically legging it at this point. There might be a chance if he somehow survives the following shooting phase from the Orks that he could get around and maybe shoot Buzzgob with his plasma pistol.
I would be foolish not to get Buzzgob back into the battle wagon.
It's true. Yeah, to be fair. So I don't know now. Yeah, you just get him back into the battle wagon.
I'm just going to get him back in the battle wagon. You've got no range on that one. It's not looking good.
No, it's pretty much impossible now. Actually,
impossible.
I forgot that. Do you know? Weirdly enough, I forgot this was a transport, even though it's obviously looks like one. I forgot that you could totally do that and just jumping back in there and
who wouldn't?
No, he's wounded. He's got to go patch himself up. Go find some plasters or something inside there. So I think that's the way the Battle of Orks Drift ends, folks.
With Henry Ackermann running off.
It is not. It is not a glorious victory for the Imperium.
Leg it.
It is the tale of how Henry Ackermann
ran away.
How he survived an unstoppable onslaught of orcs.
I'm kind of disappointed because I've got more waves.
Yeah, I mean, you had a bunch of other stuff prepared, didn't you?
I've got loads. I've got loads. I've got these and everything.
Yeah, and all sorts. So yeah, that was a weird finish to a very strange scenario.
Yeah.
On the one hand, I'm glad I don't have to do lots of hospital bookkeeping again, because look at the pile of dead things. That would have taken forever. It's an interesting scenario. You need to make sure you've got an entire day to play it, because it takes bloody ages. But it's quite a fun one. It's very different, extremely different from an ordinary game of 40k.
Look, I've got wave 3, and this one was called artillery fire.
Oh, good.
And I got another wave after that, which was the final one.
Right.
There was only 4 waves, and that was called Final Countdown, because I thought, why not?
Brilliant.
But I've got the mod. Wasted my time. She just died.
Just died. I tried. I got seriously unlucky, basically. The fact that it was a dice game was pretty obvious in this one on account of the fact that, well, yeah, the first wave could have ended a turn earlier than it did. And then, basically...
That could have died.
Yeah. 2 missile launchers and a las cannon all managing to fluff their shots sealed the game.
Yes.
We'd be in a very different place right now if we'd actually done that. A very, very different place indeed. But...
They're going to have to wander off and hit something else.
Yeah. That is the way this battle ends. The Orks probably loot the crap out of this place. Then move on. Atkinson makes his way out of here somehow, disappears into the underbrush, and will we hear from him ever again? I don't know. I guess we'll have to decide.
This guy's got to survive. He's had a really bad day.
Yeah. I think... Yeah, this poor guy. Yeah, he's had the worst day imaginable. I might have to repaint him up in 404th colours and have him join the crew. And there'll be a whole short story about how these two survived and made it back to friendly lines or something. I don't know. But anyway, So, is Henry Ackermann going to be the new major for the whole 404th? After this disaster, I'm thinking possibly not.
He survived the Ork attack, he survived the overwhelming Ork attack to bring back the vital intel. So yeah, I'd say he's not many survived, so he must be something about him.
I suppose so. It depends on who he meets at the other end, I suppose, because he's either going to get a medal or be court-martialed for this. I think, honestly. One of the two. So, well, folks, I don't know. What do you guys in the comments think? Let us know. Does Atkinson deserve to be promoted, or does he deserve to be demoted for this?
Shot.
So, will he become Lieutenant Atkinson, or will he be promoted to Major Atkinson? I guess we leave it up to you, folks. Anyway, that was an awesome game. Thanks very much for coming along, the Claw.
Not a problem.
The Claw himself, everybody. Give Chiquisha a chance, folks.
Yes.
Well, yeah, thanks for coming. We wanted to tell a bit of a narrative story. We didn't want to play just ordinary, boring 40k. We wanted to play something a bit weird and special.
And the waves I brought were narrative.
Yep, you did a really good job with the army building. I don't begrudge you even slightly. Like, it just turned out in a very weird kind of a way. And even, as we said, even then, I could have made it through that wave with a few lucky shots that I didn't get.
I didn't know what army you were having, so you could have had a Baneblade.
I could have.
I would have taken the mickey, but you could have brought a Baneblade and sat it in the centre, and so it would have been totally different. So.
I could have totally had a Baneblade here. I didn't want to because I felt like this is supposed to be a small garrison outpost.
Yes, and Baneblades.
Admittedly, though, for those of you who maybe want to attempt this at home, I would recommend the Baneblade because I actually probably would have balanced the scales a bit more. But for this scenario, it just felt wrong. It just felt wrong. Yeah, but it was good. I recommend the scenario. If you can get your hands on the rules for it anyway, it's difficult to track down. But you can essentially just copy what we did in this video. But if you can track down a June 2018 copy of White Dwarf, it's in there. The Glazers Creek scenario, it's essentially a remake of the original Glazers Creek scenario from like 2nd edition or something from a very long time ago. But it's a good one. It's a good one. There's a lot of narrative scenarios out there that GW do put out in their books and supplements and things that are just a bit dull, honestly. I look at them and I just think, I don't know if I'd rather play that or just do standard Maelstrom with cards. But this one I took a look at and I thought immediately, this is worth a try. In fact, I think I even had a commenter request I give this a try at some point a while ago on an old Batrap.
It was good fun. And the army, the wave, for the Ork player creating those waves was, I spent a good few hours kind of umming and ahhing because you are limited with the points, the power level.
Yeah.
I got lucky with the rolls and I videoed them so you get to see them, as you would have obviously guessed.
Yep.
Yeah, I could have brought 30 Gretchen each time just to get that number of model count up.
To be fair, if you brought 30 Gretchen in Wave 2, that might have actually helped me, but...
Shoot the Gretchen! Run towards the Gretchen. So yeah, it's give and take, and I enjoyed it. Really glad I did it.
Yep. I think I had a great time. It's you playing your favourite army, me playing my favourite army in a really, really fun narrative scenario.
Yes.
I could do that all week for sure. Alright. Well, thanks again, Alan, and thanks very much everybody else at home for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. We definitely did. And I'll catch you next time for the next battle report, whenever that happens to be. I can't remember when I'm filming next right now. It's on my phone, so I don't have to remember. Any terrain shoutouts while I'm here? Oh yes, these things, people ask me about these quite often actually. These are from Red Dragon Wargaming. I think they're based in Wales. These are pre-painted, made of resin, as you can see. They're great. I recommend those. Same with this rock here. These are from a model railway store. This thing here is from, I think, TT Combat.
They blow up. No, that's not from TT Combat.
Is it not?
No.
Where is this one from then?
That had a Kickstarter thing.
It did, didn't it? Yeah. It'll be in the credits anyway. It'll be in the credits.
They blow up. Don't buy them.
And all of this stuff is GW. That's GW. That's GW. This is GW. The statue's GW. The mat is from Urban Mats.
I like this one.
Yeah, it's a nice one actually. It's quite good. Something about orcs and deserts. They go well together. That's why I picked it for this one. And the big rocks there from urbanmass.com as well. Right, ladies and gents, that's it. Thanks very much for watching. Toodaloo.
Bye.